Daryl Henry along with Michael Mark Antonini. Welcome to Revs Baseball. It is Pride Night here at the stadium, and the Revs out in their special rainbow jerseys for the pregame warm-ups here tonight. A lot of pregame festivities, the crowd being addressed by multiple folks here this evening. And Michael, the Revs tonight go for their third straight win. 19-3 they win on Monday night, 9-3 here last night. The home cooking has been good so far this week.
Yeah, what kind of home cooking have you had?
Well, yours is always, you got a roast con pollo every night.
I always got some good stuff. Shout out to my mom for the cooking. But, yeah, I mean, it's been a solid series for the Revs so far. To clinch at least the series split is great. But against this Road Warriors team that's struggling, coming off a tough road trip, travel-wise, you'd like to win this series outright and just do it tonight, get that out of the way, win the first three, and then hopefully go for a sweep tomorrow. So I think the spirits are riding high with this team right now. Everybody's got to be pleased. Their batting averages are going up. 9 runs last night, 19 the night before, 6 homers in the series for the Revs. So it's great to see them putting the balls over the fence because the Road Warriors have given up 38 homers this year. So that's something that team's been susceptible to giving up, and the Revs are taking advantage.
Yeah, ball's been flying so far this week, and last night, not quite the laugher that Monday's game was. It was a save situation until the 8th inning when Jose Cuevas cracked a 3-run homer to really put it away. But on the other side of things last night, Mitch Atkins with a solid 5 1/3, struck out 7 to get his third straight win. Robert Carson went an inning and 2/3. Grant Sides in the 8th. Ricardo Gomez struck out the side in the 9th. They all performed well. And here today, as we get set for this one, another roster move for the Revs. They've brought in fairly young infielder Nick King, who can play shortstop. He'd been playing in the Pecos League, which is really for younger guys out west, but he's previously had 4 years of experience in the Pirates organization, played at the University of Georgia, and everything we've heard, Michael, for one, this year, in that sort of lower, younger league, he was really hitting the ball well, but what we've heard has been a constant in his career is defense, and with all of the injuries and everything, the Revs do really need some depth. Probably won't be too long before we see him in here one of these nights.
Yeah, it's good to continue to add to this roster, shake things up a bit. The Revs could use the infield depth right now with the fact that Zach Wilson's a little banged up, Casilla and Burgess just coming off day-to-day situations. Jose Cuevas is injured earlier in the year. He's had to play pretty much every day recently. Ryan Dent's a guy who's been banged up at times. So it's good to just get another body in there and a young guy and see what he can do in this Atlantic League.
Well, tonight it'll be Pat McCoy making the start for the Revs, 0-2 with a 4.11 ERA. Left-hander Brandon Vargas will go for the Road Warriors. He's 0-3 with an ERA of 8.13. Revs 24-23 coming in. The Road Warriors 11-37 have dropped 6 in a row. Revs tonight trying to win their third in a row. Coming up on the pregame, we'll have some of the highlights from last night. Another big night for the offense. We'll check in with Mace here momentarily as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30 here at Peoples Bank Park on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Daly Anstein is a personal injury law firm that specializes in auto and motorcycle accidents, workers' compensation, and personal injury cases. Anstein has been proudly protecting the injured in Central PA for more than 40 years and is proud to support the York Revolution. At Dale E. Anstein, consultations are always free, and there is no fee unless they win the case for you. To learn more about Dale E. Anstein, or if you're in need of representation, go to AnsteinLaw.com. That's ANSTINE law.com.
We are your auto loan experts. Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President and CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. With terms you can trust and competitive rates as low as 2.49% APR, First Capital is the first place to go when you're looking for an auto loan. At First Capital, you're a member, not just a number. You can apply for your loan online at firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any of our branches. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
When your kids are bored, your garage is overflowing, and your patio furniture is on its last legs, you need Penn Dutch Structures. Our selection of Amish-crafted sheds, swing sets, gazebos, and outdoor furniture includes everything you need to play, relax, and entertain all year long. Shop our impressive selection of in-stock structures or work with our professionals to customize a made-to-order structure that meets all your needs. Visit Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury, located off I-83 on the Susquehanna Trail. That's Penn Dutch Structures on site at the markets at Shrewsbury.
Need to get some cash? No problem. Head to Royal Farms, step up to the ATM, and
get your cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Yep, that's the way we do it at Royal Farms. Some retailers charge to use their ATMs. We don't. Our ATMs are surcharge free, so you can always get
cash for nothing, cause there is no fee.
Anytime at all Royal Farms ATMs.
A bank or credit card fee may apply.
Buying or selling? The auction houses of Dover and Mount Royal have you covered. From selling full estates to taking consignments on good, clean merchandise. Join us for weekly in-house auctions at Mount Royal. With food served during weekly auctions and 3 certified appraisers on staff, our friendly and courteous team will make the process easy and enjoyable. We offer a great deal on real estate, selling at 3% instead of real estate agents' commission rate of 6%. For more information, visit our Facebook page, call us at 717-963-3190, or visit our websites at www.theauctionhouseofdover.com and www.mtroyalauction.com.
York Country Day School is an independent college preparatory school. It inspires and nurtures the innovative and creative spirit of students as they pursue their intellectual promise. At York Country Day School, students are known and valued, which allows them to engage as compassionate, bold, and active citizens as they identify a purpose outside of themselves and generate the call to better the world. York Country Day School is currently enrolling students beginning at age 2 years, 7 months through grade 12. We invite you to visit for a day and stay for the education of a lifetime. For more information, visit www.ycds.org.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
At Peoples Bank Park, Revs host the Road Warriors tonight, looking to make it 3 in a row. 2 big nights for the offense so far, and last night 9 runs on 11 hits, 2 more long balls in the 9-3 win. Revs scored 3 in the first inning, including a Michael Burgess RBI single, a Mitchell sac fly, and with that 3-0 lead in the third, it was Zach Wilson looking to add on. Pitch. Swinging a line drive down the line in left, and that's fair. Both runs will score. Wilson does it again. He heads for second, and he's there with a stand-up double. 2 RBIs for him, and the Revs lead it 5-0 here in the bottom of the third. And that offense was in support of Mitch Atkins, who picked up his 3rd straight win.
His 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss, slider low in the zone, another punch out for Atkins. Strikeout number 7, and he has the first out of the 6th inning.
Those strikeout numbers have been certainly on the uptick for him here of late, and with the Revs leading 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, Michael Burgess took the team lead in homers.
Burgess an RBI single earlier tonight. First pitch swing, and he sends one out to deep left center field, and that ball is not coming back. Crashing into the left center field wall is the center fielder for the Road Warriors, Anthony Ray. Burgess will have to circle the bases because he just hit a home run, but Anthony Ray went crashing into the wall in left center. Everybody that can help is going out to help. Burgess circles the bases. A solo homer for Mike, his 7th of the season.
It was a scary moment. We heard after the game Anthony Ray had a concussion. He did walk off on his own, but that Burgess home run made it a 6-2 lead. Road Warriors got a run back in the 7th, cutting it to 6-3, but in the 8th, Jose Cuevas putting it away. And the pitch. Swing and a high drive, deep left center. Ruiz Diesel, just watch it! It's gone! Jose Cuevas, a 3-run shot into the playground in left center. That's how you put a game away. The Revs lead at 9-3. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning, Cuevas with his second long ball of the year. So the Revs looking for a little more of that tonight. 19-3 Monday, 9-3 last night. Tonight trying to make it 3 in a row. We'll hear from Mace on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report up next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
We solemnly swear we're up to no good, and we want all the wizards and witches to join us. It's Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th at People's Bank Park. Get points for your house in a costume contest or take part in the end-of-term feast. Plus, enter to win tickets to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child on Broadway. With movie clips, your favorite characters, and more, it'll be more fun than you can put in the room of requirement. Harry Potter Night, Friday, June 29th. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for all the latest on your Atlantic League champion York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
All right, Mace. Well, another big night for the offense last night. It is one of the best things that some of the guys that were struggling are starting to come around. It's basically been 1 through 9 in some fashion. You've gotten contributions here each of these first 2 nights.
It's been a good offensive series so far. 28 runs, I think, and a lot of hits and a lot of hard outs too. So I think the at-bats have been better this series so far. And, it is a good sign, and hopefully we can keep it going. But, you're not going to score 19 runs or 9 runs every night. We know that. But, when you get a chance to do it, and we're taking advantage of a lot of things. We did some double stealing yesterday to kind of get things rolling. And, I think Wilson came up with a big hit there to drive in 2. And I think that put us up 5-0 at the time. But, we're getting guys on base and we're getting them to home plate, which is something that we weren't doing as much before.
Mitchell had led off pretty much every game, but he's obviously a guy that can help you in the middle, and you've changed that up here the last couple of nights. How do you look at that leadoff spot going forward?
Well, if you look, I'm not really basing it on home run potential or anything like that, even though Mitch does have home run potential, but so does Dotel, and so does Casilla, and so does Burgess, so I'm basically stacking speed is what I'm doing. And when you have Gillies at 9, and then Witherspoon at 1, and Casilla 2, Dotel 3, and Mitchell 4, for me, that's 5 guys in a row that can run. And you throw Clark in there in the 8 spot, he can run too. So, I'm stacking the speed in there, and we're just fortunate that, these guys do have power as well. So, if we'll take the home runs, of course, but at least this gives me an opportunity, if I can get 2 of these guys on base at the same time, that we can open the game up by running a little bit more.
Atkins got a 3rd straight win last night. Has he looked consistently as good to you in each of those 3 starts?
Yeah, I do. I think so. He made 2 bad pitches last night, and that's what he said. Talking to him, he made 2 bad pitches, and he paid for it. But overall, another good job, another solid outing. So we just keep stacking them up and keep moving forward.
As far as the bullpen, they helped finish it, obviously, and you went to sides an inning earlier last night with 3, 4, 5 coming up. Is that something that you would consider in any game, or was it something about last night?
Well, in particular, it was more about last night for a couple reasons. We really used our bullpen a lot in Southern Maryland, and Grant really had not been in the mix that much on the road trip at all. I think he threw 2 times on the whole road trip between Somerset and Southern Maryland. So I wanted to get him in the game, and I thought, he was the most rested guy, even though he's our closer. They had the best part of their lineup coming up, and I just felt, well, with a 3-run lead, let's run him out there. And if the pitch count stays relatively manageable, then we would have ran him back out there for the 9th. But we also knew that if we were going to score some runs, that I wouldn't run him back out there, and that's the way it turned out. So it was just kind of a situation where it was necessity to get him in at that point, but it was also that he needed to throw it too. So if we wouldn't have put him in the 8th, even with a 9-3 score, I'd have had to pitch him in the 9th just because he needed the work. So, overall, it worked out well for us.
Tonight you've got a new infielder youngster by the name of Nick King. What are some of the things you've heard about what he brings to the table?
Well, he can play shortstop, which is something I like out of utility guys, and he can play, second and third as well. But he can definitely play short, and he has about 4 years of pro experience, and a young guy that he wants an opportunity to play at a higher level, and he was doing really well in the Pecos League where he was. So, his manager and I were talking during the road trip, and I thought, well, this is a guy that we'll bring him in and we'll give him a chance. We have some guys banged up too, so it's a combination, giving him an opportunity and also, trying to rest some of our guys that got some nagging injuries going on.
Lastly, you've got Pat McCoy tonight, veteran guy, which, we've seen him have a really good quality start. Last time we saw him overcome a shaky beginning and get into form. Is that a trait of a veteran guy that knows how to work it?
Oh, absolutely. When you're a starting pitcher, especially a veteran starting pitcher, that your job is to eat up innings and keep the team in the game. So I thought he did a really good job. What he gave up, I think 4, 1 in the first and 3 in the second down in Southern Maryland, and then he was out there with 4 zeros behind that going into the 7th inning. So, he did his job. He got 18 outs for us. He was into the 7th inning. We weren't putting up any runs that game, so he ate up some innings and saved the bullpen and kept us in the game. So that's all you can ask a starter to do. The starters are rarely out there at the end of the game. So just keep us in the game, give us a chance, and then it'll be up to the bullpen and the offense to take it from there.
All right, Mace, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Road Warriors lineup brought to you by Flying Feet as Pat McCoy goes through his warm-ups on the field. Alfredo Silverio goes into the leadoff spot tonight in left. Osvaldo Martinez bumped to number 2 in the order. He will play short. Geraldo Valentin, the DH, bats third. Cleanup man is Jose Ruiz playing at first base. Gustavo Pierre, the third baseman, will hit 5th. Jorge Fernandez in right field bats 6th. Just acquired, Hermindo Escobar is the catcher batting 7th. Melvin Rodriguez at second base hits 8th. Matt Hibbert, the center fielder, batting 9th. Again, Silverio, Martinez, Valentin, Ruiz, Pierre, Fernandez, Escobar, Rodriguez, and Hibbert. The lineup for the Road Warriors tonight as Pat McCoy is set to go. Comes into this one 0-2, but a 4.12 ERA, and he's been really good in the bulk of his innings. He's touched a little bit early on in his last start, but righted the ship. And here is our Dasher Investment Services first pitch. It's in for a called strike. We are underway. 6:31, our start time tonight as Silverio leads it off. Hitting at .209, does have 5 home runs. The 0-1. And he grounds it to shortstop. Dent to his left. He's right there. He will sidearm it across to first, and a quick first out. for Pat McCoy to begin the night.
That's what Pat needed right there. The first inning's been a struggle lately. Mates touched on it in the pregame show. We've seen it over his last 2 starts. It's really only been the first inning where you'd say, all right, he's in trouble, or that didn't look good for an inning for him. And then after that, he's settled down. So if he can get out of this first inning unscathed, who knows what kind of role he could get on.
And here is Osvaldo Martinez. He's played in all but one of their games. So the first pitch. It is a fastball for a strike, outside corner. Played up tonight is Bill Worthington, Brian DeBrouwer, the crew chief at first, James Clayton at third base. It's the 0-1, and it misses high and away. Revs in the rainbow jerseys, which will be auctioned off, hats as well. Road Warriors are in their road grays. And they had the alternate red last night, the pitch. And it is a called strike. Outside corner, McCoy took a little off and painted. Martinez hitting at .213. The Revs have really given him a rough time. They've had a good plan against him. It's the 1-2, and it just missed outside. He is just 4 for 32 against York. These two teams had split the first 6 meetings before in this series. Revs have really taken it to them the last 2 nights. The pitch. Down and in, picked out of the dirt by Tyler Clark, who starts another game behind the plate, 6th in a row. But I think he wants that. There's the wind from McCoy, the payoff pitch, and a ground ball to short. Dent again to his right, gets in front of it, fires it across, and throws out his shortstop counterpart. Ryan Dent handles the first 2 of the night.
Just keep doing that all night. Ground balls to short, ground ball to short. I mean, Ryan Dent's going to gobble everything up over there. McCoy doing a good job keeping that ball on the ground.
Weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. 86 degrees and cloudy as we start. There is a chance of storms this evening. Here's Geraldo Valentin, the DH, hitting at .244. First pitch, he swings, pops it up foul and out of play to the first base side. .344 his last 9 games, 100 points better than his overall mark. McCoy went into the 7th in his last start after struggling with control early, but and after the 2nd inning, 4 straight scoreless, he deals, and it is a called strike, inside corner. Jumps in front, 0-2.
He's got good life on the fastball tonight. That's good to see early on.
There'll be at least high 80s with that. There's the wind, the kick, the pitch, and a swing and a pop-up in the infield. Burgess at first. He will be called off by Casilla, coming in from second to the edge of the infield grass. It's a 1-2-3. Top of the first inning for Pat McCoy. Needed just 11 pitches to do it. At the end of a half, it's the Road Warriors nothing, the Revs coming up.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
The Revolution plays here. Play ball! The new Sports Radio 1350.
Michael, I warned you tonight. I just couldn't watch you forget about the cannon any longer.
I was very, very pleased that I was warned in a good amount of time tonight.
Just can't watch it another night.
Every night it gets me.
Revs lineup brought to you by Flying Feet, facing the lefty Brandon Vargas. It'll be Travis Witherspoon in center leading things off. Alexi Casilla at second base, batting second. Wellington Dotel in left field will hit third. Cleanup batter is Jaron Mitchell in right. Jose Cuevas, third baseman, batting fifth. Michael Burgess at first base will hit sixth. Ryan Dent playing at short. He'll bat seventh. Tyler Clark, the catcher, hitting eighth. And Tyson Gillies will DH and bat ninth. And Vargas is ready. The lefty fires, and Witherspoon looks at a strike. Again, Witherspoon, Casilla, Dotel, Mitchell, Cuevas, Burgess, Dent, Clark, and Gillies for the Revs tonight. Vargas, the high socks, he fires, and that's inside. Made Witherspoon dance. Vargas is listed at just 5'7", 175. 27-year-old lefty from Oklahoma, was previously in the Frontier League. It's the 1-1, and a line drive base hit to left field. Witherspoon goes down to get it and hits a seed into left to start the night for the Revs offense.
Travis is really good in going down and getting pitches like that. I mean, he really can control the entire strike zone with his bat. I mean, he can go get the high pitch, but he is really impressive when he goes down and gets pitches low in the zone. And that's a fastball. That's a hittable pitch that he just drops right in front of the left fielder, Silverio.
Now here's Alexi. Casilla hitting at 306, couple homers, 13 driven in, and a throw to first. Back standing is Witherspoon. Unfortunately, we have a staff gathering taking place in right field, which means that there could be some rain or storms imminent. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a high fly foul toward that staff section, and it'll land just to the left of our friends in section 2. Casilla hitting 306. 359 against lefties. Got back in there last night, missed the previous 3 with a groin strain. He had a 3-for-4 night. Couple runs, a steal, and a throw to first. Witherspoon back standing. He looked good, he ran well, bunted for a hit, reached on an infield hit. Vargas sets. And a move to first. Witherspoon going towards second, and he's picked. He took a couple of steps towards second, tried to stop, and reverse course. His feet slipped a little, and by the time he dove back, he was diving right into the first baseman Ruiz's tag.
It's pretty far off right there, and really no chance to get back. It's a good move from Vargas right there. Noticing Spoon looked a little runner-ish, got that big lead and what moved over. I mean, I guess if you're going to get picked off, I mean, at least be out by a full foot or something.
Now the pitch to Alexi, breaking ball. He swings at it in the dirt, 0-2.
And that hurts. It changes the inning right there. Casilla, a guy who moves runners so well. And with Spoon's speed, a ground ball to the right side of the infield. It's probably not a double play. A slow chopper somewhere moves Spoon up. Now it's different.
Pitch to Alexi, breaking ball really sailing in on him. Escobar, the new catcher for the Road Warriors, went way to his left.
Well, now the guy on the mound, Vargas, can go to that breaking ball a little bit more here because he doesn't have to worry about a runner on base. I mean, Spoon maybe picks up an extra bag there if that ball gets away from the catcher.
Now he'll wind again. Here's the 1-2, and in the dirt. Vargas 0-3, 8.14 ERA in 6 starts, 24 and a third, 39 hits. Opponents have hit 368. Strikeouts to walks about even, 18 Ks, 17 walks. His first Atlantic League experience. Pretty dark here right now. Here's the 2-2. And a swing and a bouncing ball, second base. Rodriguez has to charge, reaches down to glove, and he'll make a short dump off to first. Alexi, realizing he was going to be out, slowed it down to protect that groin a little bit. Zach Wilson not in the lineup tonight. That thing is really bothering him. He's been playing through it for at least 2 weeks, but you can tell last night, and he did produce, but had trouble going toward the line defensively at third, and it was pretty ginger running, so they keep him out. They keep Melky Mesa out with his quad strain that continues to persist. Frank DeGiulio Jr. out with Tommy John surgery. That's your WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report. Here's Dotel, and he looks at a strike. No score here in the first inning. Dotel 9th in the league in hitting at .312 overall. With the Revs, he's hit .340. Pitch, he takes all the way in the dirt, through the wickets, and all the way to the backstop. His last 10 games hitting .405. He's been very consistent. And now he'll ask for time and back away. The team has been inconsistent, but he has been almost every game in the hit column. Pitch is smoked but foul down the third base line. Breaking ball curling in on him and just unable to keep that one fair. 1-2. Right on it though. Here's the pitch, and that misses in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I think the reason that Wellington's been so consistent is he just has that approach going up there every time. He's not afraid to hit in certain counts, and you know, the fact that he's got so much movement in his hands, it gives him momentum going towards the plate.
And he watches this one in the dirt. 3-2 now.
A lot of guys, it depends with certain guys. They'll try to get some motion before the pitch with their hands, keep them moving, and keep it in a fluid rhythm. Some guys don't want to stall or be in the box too long with nothing moving, but Wellington, for whatever reason he does a good job of keeping those hands moving at the top of the zone.
And here's a breaking ball. He swings, foul tips at 3-2 curve, and he just got a piece. Ricocheted off either the catcher or the plate on a little bit as it bounced to the backstop. Vargas last pitched 2 years ago in the Frontier League. Initially was with Grand Prairie of the American Association for 2 years. He fires. And a called third strike. Dotel thought it was up, maybe away, but he is rung up, and each starter with a 1-2-3 first. Revs did have a hit, Witherspoon, but he was picked off. And we go to the second inning. Revs and Road Warriors scoreless here early.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the Sportswear Specialty Store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
I'm a chef. Pleasing my patrons' palates is paradise. But lately, when I hear a cheer from the dining room, it's Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Sure, it could be my veggie lasagna, but chances are it's customers picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and you can enjoy it as an appetizer or a main course. Hey, everything tastes better with winning. Keno, it's here. Played at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
No score. We go to the second inning. Pat McCoy has taken the baton from Ross Detweiler as the rain man, it seems, and we could have some here pretty soon as we start the second inning scoreless. Jose Ruiz will lead it off. First pitch of the inning. It is a fastball at the knees for a strike. Lefty against lefty. Ruiz is 4 for 22, hitting 182 through 7 games. Pitch. It is a fastball just inside. Both parties in this matchup began their seasons in Mexico. Ruiz had a great year there last year. Pitch. He swings, bounces it softly back to McCoy. Coming in to the front of the mound, he'll plant, turn, and throw to first. One down, he's retired all 4, 3 on ground balls.
That's good to see. Keep the ball down. And, you know, it doesn't matter what kind of night it is at the park, cold, wet, dry, sunny. You know, tonight it's cloudy and a little warm. I mean, it doesn't matter. Keep the ball on the ground. You're going to get outs. And that's just a good job on a comebacker, taking his time to throw to first.
Here's Gustavo Pierre, and he swings, hits it in the air right field. Mitchell reading it. He'll drift toward the line and makes the nonchalant grab. Closed his glove once before squeezing it. Keep that hand loose. And a 1-pitch out for McCoy, 2 away. It's an 11-pitch first inning for him. 4 pitches to get the first 2 outs this inning.
Picked a good night to get some quick outs. I mean, with this rain coming, I think both these teams want to make sure they get through this game. But not necessarily the reason guys are swinging early, but McCoy's around the zone, and it's going to force guys to swing.
Here's Jorge Fernandez. First pitch to the switch hitter is down low. Fernandez at 248, 4 homers. Against lefties, he's hit 343. No score here in the second inning. And McCoy deals. It is a called strike, outside corner. I think initially there was hope that if the rain did come, that they'd be able to get 5 in. Maybe it wouldn't come till 8 o'clock or so as McCoy misses low. It does look like it's close looking at the radar, but you never know how hard it might be until it's here. Maybe you can play through it. 2-1, and that misses high and wide. Maybe it'll pass and be able to continue.
Wouldn't be a Revs homestand without at least a threat of rain, right, Darryl?
No doubt. Pitch is bounced against the plate, foul down to the third base coach's box.
It's been a while since we've had a home series that was disrupted by rain. And when I say that, I mean it's been a few days. It's been back-to-back homestands, but we had that long road trip in between.
At least tonight, if anything did happen, that it's not like the last time this team is in for the first half. There's a pitch down low, and Fernandez walks. First base runner of the night. 2-out walk. But they are here again tomorrow night. Seems like every other time it's rained, it's been that team's last day here until the second half.
Yep.
So we had 2 home games moved to the last road trip. The Revs simply played those as a road team. And actually won both. Here's Hermindo Escobar. And he looks at a fastball just outside. McCoy wanted that one.
And I thought what they were going to do is have the Revs be the home team just in the away parks.
Yeah.
It worked out, though.
Lancaster was, I think, a road team in their home park one day.
Yeah.
Pitch here is same spot, this time a strike. But it created all kinds of havoc with the standings and point streak and all of that. It's just a mess. There's the stretch. McCoy with a move to first. Back standing is Fernandez.
Yeah, I can see how that can be an issue, and there's already enough confusion sometimes with that stuff. And you want to talk about confusing? A couple of days ago, the Nationals played a game that was continued at some point, and the guy who hit a walk-off home run or a go-ahead home run wasn't on the team when the game first started.
That one missed just low. 2 balls and a strike.
Did you hear about that at all? Juan Soto, the 19-year-old phenom for the Nats, he wasn't up in the majors when they started that game, and then hit the go-ahead homer. So it was actually his 6th home of the year, but I think it technically counts as his 1st.
Yeah.
Because of the date.
Here's a fly ball, center field, right at Witherspoon. McCoy already walking off the mound, not even watching it. He knows Spoonie's got it. And a couple of scoreless innings to start his night. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second, 0-0.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Smith, Mayer & Little is a holistic wealth management group with one product, advice. We aim to simplify our clients' lives, help them retire comfortably, and build lasting legacies for their families and the causes they care about. Our purpose is simple, to make a meaningful difference in the lives of our clients, our community, and the world in which we live with the advice we provide. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. We make our living by making a difference. Visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
This is Jay Gaush. You're listening to York Revolution, baby.
Comes in at 263, 4 homers, 17 driven in. A little bit of a rough stretch for him the last week and a half, but did go 1 for 3, plus a sac fly and a run scored last night. First pitch, it is up high. I'm sure he wanted to do something last night. He had the night off, the night that the Revs won 19-3. There's the 1-0, and it's a called strike, outside corner. Vargas kicks and delivers, and a breaking ball popped foul out of play to the third base side. Revs with 19 and 9 runs here these last 2 nights. The previous 11, they had averaged 2.6 per game. So they've pretty much scored the last 2 games what they combined to score the previous 11. Pitch is down and away, slider off the plate, 2-2.
And it was a struggle over that stretch for the Revs, but they managed to win a handful of those games, not scoring a lot of runs, and that's what good teams do. They find ways to win when they can't score that many runs on a nightly basis.
Pitch to Mitchell. He swings, fouls it against the screen. Vargas back with the fastball at 89 after those couple of hooks. Now tonight on the bench, Mesa and Wilson, neither available. Nick King, the newcomer, and Luis Cruz backing up at catcher tonight. There's the wind, the pitch, and that misses high, full count. So the hands are still pretty tight as far as the lineup goes. Mesa and Wilson are the most banged up of the bunch right now. And they both have tried to play through it. 3-2. Breaking ball drilled left center, slicing, but Hibbert, he has to reach up and jump a little bit, but reels it in. That thing had a second gear, and he almost misplayed it, but a little jump, reaching up, and hauls it in for a hard hit out number 1.
Mitchell really stayed on that pitch there, kept the hands back and went the other way. Didn't try to pull that ball, because if he tries to pull it, maybe it's a weak out to that side, but he stayed to left center there. And he almost Hibbert almost overran that ball. So, I mean, he got a good break on that, but then almost ran a little bit too far. But nonetheless, that's a good looking stroke from Mitchell.
Here's Cuevas. He takes just outside. Cuevas finally rewarded a little bit here these last few days. Last night, a 3-run homer to put the game away. 1-0, and he swings and fouls it back toward the roof. 3-run homer in the 8th, provided the 9-3 final. Second home run of the year for him. He was right around the Mendoza line over the weekend. He's now up to 221. Pitch, he swings, taps it softly. Vargas off to the third base side, gloves, plants, turns, and throws him out. A nice play made by the pitcher on that swinging bunt, 2 down.
Well, you mentioned Cuevas finally getting rewarded, and that's what happens in such a long season. You go through that stretch where really nothing's falling for you, but you know that you're on some pitchers, you know that you're on some pitches specifically, and then you just have to stay with that approach. That wasn't really a slump where he needed to fix something mechanically or really at all. It was just one where he just needed a few to fall and then really get going, get the confidence back.
It all started with the game-winning hit in Game 1 of Saturday's Twintonville. Here's Michael Burgess Sr., and Vargas missing up and away on him. Burgess with a home run last night, 7th of the year. Part of a 2-for-4 game, also had an RBI single. Now leads the team in long balls, and time asked for, he backs out. He had not played the previous 3, was hit by a pitch in the knee on Saturday. The 1-0, and that's down and outside. And he had struggled a bit, 3 for 21 the previous 7, but had a really nice return to the lineup last night. Hit that home run that Anthony Ray crashed into the LED boards on. Pitch to Burgess, swing and a miss. Big, slow, sweeping curve. And now 2-1 as some umbrellas start to pop up. Burgess now tied for 4th in the league in home runs. Here's the 2-1, and a breaking ball low and away. Well, a light drizzle has begun. Again, the tarp crew is gathered in right field. 3-1, and a swing and a miss, a high fastball. Vargas touching 90 on that one.
Big cut there from Mike, fastball up in the zone that just a little bit late on, and you know, Mike's going to stay aggressive regardless of the count. So 2 strikes on him right here, but he's a power hitter in the middle of this lineup. It's not like he's going to be shortening up and trying to poke one the other way. I mean, it's a big basher trying to drive something.
No score, second inning. Base is empty with 2 outs. And Vargas will back off the rubber, not quite in sync with Escobar, who makes his first start tonight behind the plate. Now the 3-2, and a breaking ball missed outside. So Burgess, a 2-out base runner on the walk. That'll bring Ryan Dent to the plate. Vargas began his career with 2 seasons with Grand Prairie in the American Association. 2015, his best year with Schaumburg of the Frontier League, ERA 3.71 in relief. And 5 starts with Florence in 2016, but struggled. Pitch to Dent is down and away, ball 1. In his career, 7-18 with a 6.04 ERA. Now the 1-0, that's in tight. As Dent backs up. Dent hitting at .234, 6 homers, 16 driven in. They tried to give him a night off last night, but he had to pinch run and play 1 inning defensively when Wilson just wasn't quite good enough to stay in at the end. 2-0, and there's a fastball for a strike.
Dent has a .421 on base percentage against left-handed pitching this year. That's second on the team, only Tyler Clark higher. Only a .267 average, though. That was something that was up over 300 at one point, but does have 3 homers off lefties.
Pitch, backdoor curve. It's a called strike, 2-2. He's got some pretty good curl on that breaking ball. But it seems like it's one that you can probably recognize early. Now Vargas ready. The 2-2 runner goes, swinging a fly ball toward the corner and right. Fernandez on the move, can't get it. It carries off the top of the wall. Burgess was on the move. He's going to score easily on it. And Ryan Dent stops at second. An RBI double driven off the top of the wall the other way and right down the line. And the Revs have struck first, 1-0 through the raindrops here in the second inning.
A little bit of rain, no problem for Dent out here getting the ball in the air, and now with the wind taking it a little bit that way, that ball just kept carrying. I mean, to you, did it look like a ball off the wall?
Not initially,
no.
But I thought maybe with the weather it just might.
Well, once it got in the air, I'm thinking, all right, maybe a routine fly up, but then it started carrying. I'm like, okay, this could get out, and then off the top of the wall it goes.
Now here's Tyler Clark, who takes a strike and hit high up off the wall. Clark at .207, 5 homers, 14 driven in. There's the stretch, the 0-1, and it's high and away. He is hitting .259 since May 24th. Against lefties, .375 with 3 of his 5 home runs. The 1-1, and it just missed, up and away. Revs striking first, 1-0 the lead. And rain coming down now here at Peoples Bank Park. Now the pitch. It's a fastball for a strike, 2-2. Dent at second on the 2-out RBI double. For right now, it's a rain that we could play through. Here's the pitch to Clark. He swings, lines at right field, sinking. It's going to be run down by Fernandez. Goes into a slide and makes the grab. There, the right fielder Jorge Fernandez had him played shallow. Came in, went into a slide on the grass that is getting wetter and wetter, and takes it away to retire the side. But the Revs with the game's first run, 1 hit, 1 left. They continue to look at the radar down on the field. 1-0 York as we head to the third.
This is Doug Sprinkle, sales manager at York Mitsubishi, and I'm here to introduce the biggest nothing you've ever heard of. It's time for Nada Zip Zilch. That's what you pay in finance charges over 72 months with some of our most popular Mitsubishis, like the amazing all-new Eclipse Cross, the 7-passenger Outlander, and the ever-popular Outlander Sport. And to top that off, have a worry-free summer in your new Mitsubishi with no payments for 90 days. Gas prices got you down? Check out the high-tech, best-selling Outlander PHEV plug-in hybrid, rated at an amazing 74 miles per gallon equivalent for the 40-plus mile per gallon Mirage. It's like a go-kart on steroids for only $11,990. Big savings, top dollar for all trade-ins, and we want to approve everyone for credit. That means you too. More stuff for less money and almost twice the warranty of the competition. It's only at York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, York, where Mitsubishi's always cost less. Come check us out at YorkMitsubishi.com.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life. We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
Revs a 1-0 lead. We will play in the rain for now. As we start the third inning, LJ Black, head groundskeeper, was down sharing the radar image with the crew chief, Brian DeBrouwer, as soon as that inning ended. Melvin Rodriguez to lead off. First pitch from McCoy is over for a strike. And playing through it at this rate, it's a steady but light rain. There's the 0-1. And a bouncer foul first base side. It's going to be annoying to play through. It's also going to make things potentially a little bit treacherous as far as the footing and the grip on the ball. But if it doesn't get any harder, it'll be interesting to see, do they try to get 5 in? Pitch here is fouled back off the top of the net. I mean, obviously, if it doesn't get harder, I guess they'll keep on playing. We're playing in it now, but this is just the beginning of a pretty big band moving across. Rodriguez has been hitting second. They dropped him to 8th. Pitch is swung on, tapped softly to second. Alexi charges up, gloves, and a submarine throw to get him at first. Fairly close, but Alexi had it all the way. 1 down here in the top of the third inning. And that'll bring up Matt Hibbert. I believe we're seeing Anthony Ray, who ran into the wall last night, run into their dugout. He's got a helmet on. I think he went up to be checked out by the Revs team docs, if I'm not mistaken. Pitch to Hibbert is swung on, line to right center, slicing in for a knock. Witherspoon will reach out and glove it on a bounce, throws in towards second. And Hibbert's got the Road Warriors' first hit of the night.
Well, they had him played well right over there. That ball hangs up a little more. Spoon gets to it.
And a 1-out single. We go to the top of the order, and Alfredo Silverio grounded out to short his first time. Yeah, we were told concussion for Ray. Also a slight cut and banged his knee pretty hard. I can smell the rain. Pitch to Silverio. He foul tips it back to the net. Can you?
It's one of those nights where you can just kind of smell that rainy atmosphere.
Don't some people say that you can't smell it?
I'm sure they do.
I disagree.
It's just got that different smell in the air when it's raining, but it's also like warm out.
It is muggy. The 0-1. And a fastball misses outside.
I don't like muggy. I like sunny and 75.
What'd muggy ever do to you? Not much wind in this booth, is there?
No.
I'll move to first. Hibbert back standing.
I mean, the rain right now, it's just steady, a little bit more than a drizzle. You could definitely play in it. I mean, the field maybe could use a little water, too. This isn't a rain that's going to put puddles, though.
Another move to first. Hibbert back. He is 3 for 7 in steals this year.
Now the wind is picked up out to right field, the flag blowing out that way.
I sent you on a mission in the rain, but not too hard yet, huh?
Yeah, no, it was just a drizzle when I went out there.
Pitch is slapped the other way, out of the reach of Burgess. Silverio finds the opening into right, wide turn Hibbert. and he thinks better of it. Mitchell was staring him down. Throws in towards second. Hibbert stopped there after a big turn. First and second with one out. Silverio chopped it through with Burgess holding the runner just out of his reach.
Hibbert cut that bag on the inside corner, gave himself at least an opportunity to go to third there. Right now the Road Warriors just looking to start a rally, not get anybody thrown out before the rally starts.
Now here is Osvaldo Martinez. Grounded to shortstop his first time. First and second with one out. 1-0 York here in the third. McCoy the pitch. Swinging a line drive to left, right at Dotel. Oh, it's off his glove and it bounces away. And Hibbert speeding to third. They're going to send him. Throw goes into Dent, who will have to hold it. And the Road Warriors tie it up. And I was just saying that this rain right now, the intensity of it, you can play through it, but it could be annoying. It could cause some slippage. Dotel was right there, but it slipped off the end of his glove, rolled away. And it's a 1-1 game. First and second, still one out.
A little surprising to see that because it was right at him, and he came in on it well. I got to believe he just didn't look that into his glove.
And I don't know if maybe you start to worry about your footing as you come in on a ball like that, and if that caused it. Here is Geraldo Valentin. He fouls the first pitch back.
Well, I know that Mace doesn't like when he's got a banged-up player in the outfield when that grass gets really wet. Now, all three guys in the outfield tonight are healthy, but a few weeks back he talked about not wanting to put Melky Mesa out there after his hamstring injury at the time.
0-1. And a swing and a miss. Cutter from McCoy. Valentin, a pop up to second his first time. Dotel was charged with an error on that. Hard hit, but right at him. It's only the second error that he's made. He's played a really good left field. Here's the pitch. And a bouncing ball to second right there. Alexi near the bag. A no-look flip to Dent. Why not? And he fires to first for the inning-ending double play. That was smooth. Alexi with the dish. And the inning is over. One run on two hits, one error, one left. We go to the bottom of the third. It's a 1-1 game.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Neighbors not so neighborly anymore? Sick of the size of your current home? Is renting feeling like a relentless waste of money? Agent Adam knows the feeling. With a 100% contract to close track record, Agent Adam and Housebroker Realty will sell your home quickly and help you buyers explore new home ownership with confidence. Go to agentadamsells.com or call 717-757-9999 and ask for Agent Adam personally. That's agentadamsells.com or 717-757-9999.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
This is Luke Westfall. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
1-1 our score. We go to the home half of the third. It'll be an unearned run charged to McCoy. Tyson Gillies leads things off as we continue to play in a light-ish but annoying rain, I'm sure, for the players. And Gillies tries to bunt his way on, but fouls it. Not a bad idea on wet grass with his speed. He is 2 for 16 with York, having played 5 games. Homered here on Monday night in his home debut. Had both hits in that one. Lefty against lefty. Here's the 0-1. And a breaking ball bounced to second base. Rodriguez gets a shoulder-high hop on the second bounce, throws to first, and there's one away. Now, tomorrow night, this series wraps up. Joe Van Meter going for the Revs. It'll be Felix Baez for the Road Warriors. Then the Skeeters come in this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Revs had played 14 out of 18 on the road before this homestand. They will play 14 of the next 18 at home. Here's Witherspoon, first pitch, shows bunt, and it's a little high, right over the plate, but high. He singled in the first inning, but was picked off. 1-1 our score. Revs scoring on a Dent 2-out RBI double last inning. Road Warriors scoring on an error. Here's the 1-0, and a swing and a miss. Good hack from Witherspoon, who was the everyday leadoff hitter after he was acquired in 2016. Last year, for the most part, gave him speed at the bottom. Pitch is swung on and missed. Fastball there. He is led off here the last 2 nights now. And Mays said that what he's looking to do is stack speed together, beginning with Gillies all the way around the order through the top 4. They can all run. Here's a backdoor hook that just missed. Witherspoon, a keen eye. He works it even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Some big umbrellas up as fans sit through the precipitation. Pitch to Spoon is low, and it's a full count. Vargas is at 47 pitches now. Make that 48. McCoy pretty efficient through 3. Didn't catch what it was, but not nearly 48. As Vargas fiddles for the grip in the glove, comes home, and a swing and a soft bouncer. He has to come in to the front of the mound, turns and makes the throw. And his footing was fine. Had to hustle in at least a third of the way toward home plate and grab it cleanly and make the throw. That's the second ground out that he's handled himself tonight.
It's a good bounce back inning so far for Vargas, who gave up that 2-out walk to Burgess, which led to the Ryan Dent double and a run. 2-out walks. They're going to score, and the Revs took advantage of it last inning.
And now Alexi Casilla grounded out to second his first time. First pitch is over for a strike. 1-1 here in the 3rd inning. Vargas the pitch. Breaking ball, yanked foul on the ground. That started middle of the plate, ran way in. All Alexi could do was pull it foul. In the top of the 4th, I will be eating macaroni from Friendly's. In case you're wondering. Yep. Maybe a little salad, which they provided tonight to balance it out. 0-2, and it misses low. What the heck was that? Escobar was set up in the other batter's box. He wanted it so far off the plate.
I don't know about that. You got any meat to go with the pasta and salad?
There's none.
No.
To have a second dinner later. Pitch is just low, 2-2. Let's see what leftovers might be at home.
He's got to rummage through the fridge.
I usually rummage and then give up. Just go to sleep. It's the 2-2. And that misses high. That pitch where he was set up so far off the plate, Vargas missed right down the middle with it, but it was low. I've never seen a catcher set up that far out. Here's the 3-2. And a foul tip to the backstop. That would have been ball 4 high, but he's in protect mode here.
And that's a pitch, the one where the catcher Escobar was setting up way outside. Vargas could have missed even in the strike zone down the middle, and it could have even been called a ball, because sometimes the umpire gets thrown off based on where the catcher sets up.
Yeah, that was remarkable. Now he went from 0-2 to 3-2. Battle continues. Another one. And he missed low, and Casilla works his way on. I wonder if their approach got Vargas out of his rhythm a little bit there. He missed with, I guess it was 4 of the next 5. I think it was 1 2-strike foul ball. So Casilla is on, and Dotel will bat. Second walk from the lefty. Revs have 2 hits to go with it. First pitch, nope, it's not. It's a throw to first. Casilla back standing. Dotel was rung up on strikes his first time. Rain has even slowed a little bit. Pretty light right now. First pitch is fouled back, as that'll get just over the roof and stay up there. Alexi last night stole his 5th base of the year, a double steal. Ruiz holds him over at first base. And a move that direction, he's back standing. Vargas from Owasso, Oklahoma. Has his sign from Escobar. And the pitch, it is outside, a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Owasso is in Tulsa County. It's a northern suburb of Tulsa. Scenes in The Outsiders film were shot in Owasso. Pitch is slapped on the ground to second base. Rodriguez to his left, he's got it, and throws on to first to end the inning. Now Vargas comes back with a scoreless third, a 2-out walk left on base. Yeah, we'll go to the 4th. Michael with the play-by-play. Revs and Road Warriors tied at 1.
Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with Tropical Shaved Ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Local sports on WOIK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, a family tradition since 1946.
The Baltimore Baseball Show with Dan Connolly, right here on Sports Radio 1350 WOIK, York.
Top of the 4th inning, tied at 1 between the Revs and the Road Warriors. Game 3 of this 4-game series. Revs looking to make it 3 in a row against the Road Warriors. A 9-3 win last night, 19-3 the night before. Middle of the order for Pat McCoy to face this inning. Jose Ruiz leads off for the Road Warriors. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Ruiz at first base tonight. He was in the lineup last night in left field, showing his versatility. Ruiz, Pierre, Fernandez, 4-5-6. The 0-1. Fastball in on the hands, called for a ball up in the zone. 1-1. 1 run on 2 hits for both teams in this game. The Revs have an error. It was Wellington Dotel's in left field last inning. Now a chopper out to short. Dent has it on 2 hops. Sidearm throw to first. A looping throw over to Burgess at the bag. 1 up, 1 down on 2 pitches for Pat McCoy in the 4th. McCoy's now retired the leadoff man in all 4 innings tonight. He's been excellent getting ground ball outs and quick outs. Had 2 ground ball outs in the first, 1 in the second. Got a ground ball double play in the 3rd, and another out in that inning via the ground ball, and now 1 here in the 4th. So here's Gustavo Pierre, 0 for 1 with a fly out to right. Takes a fastball in the outer half for a strike. It's 0-1. 1 out in the inning, no one on. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 1. A little bit of rain continues to fall. Pierre swings through a changeup low in the zone, 83 on the gun. It's quickly 0-2. McCoy has not struck out a batter tonight. That could change here. He has 10 on the season through 4 appearances, 3 starts. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He gets one right there. Change up low and in. Pierre went fishing for it. And he's now struck out 5 at-bats in a row. 4 times last night. And now 1 here tonight. He's 0 for 2. 2 up, 2 down for McCoy in the 4th. Well, he was the K-man last night, so mozzarella sticks were awarded early on in the night. And then I don't think he got the message that you can only give them to fans once. But he struck out 4 times for good measure, and Revs have had his number in the series. First pitch to the next batter, Jorge Fernandez, is in there for a strike. Fernandez batting from the right side against the left-handed thrower McCoy. He's back in the box. McCoy, the sign from Clark, and the 0-1 pitch. That's in there as well. Well, Pat McCoy not wasting any time. I don't know if it's because of the rain or he's just on his game tonight, but he's gotten ahead of guys all night. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from the southpaw. Foul ball, fly ball, right field side, but that'll get into the seats. Mitchell ran out of room. Remains 0-2. 1-1 the score between the Revs and the Road Warriors. The Revs took an early lead. Ryan Dent doubled with 2 outs off the high wall in right field, scoring Burgess, who was off on the pitch from first base. That gave the Revs a 1-0 lead. The Road Warriors tied it in the top of the 3rd. Line drive hit off Wellington Dotel's glove in left field that allowed Matt Hibbert to score from second. There's a chopper foul on 0-2. And Fernandez is going to throw his bat and helmet off and hobble around. Now Jeremy Bender, the Road Warriors trainer, out to check on him. A foul ball off of Fernandez's foot. Now Isaac Wenrick, who's coaching first, down to see if he's all right as well. He's bending over at the knees over by the Revs dugout, just talking things over with his team's trainer. Let him know where he fouled it off, and he seems to be in some pretty decent pain. Now Rafael Montalvo, the Road Warriors pitching coach and bench coach and third base coach, over to check on him. It's his left knee or leg that he's trying to shake out. He has a knee pad on the front of his kneecap, but I don't think it hit him there. I think it was more ankle foot, either that or the inside of the leg. He's still trying to shake it off. And he's going to go back to the plate and grab his bat and helmet. So he will stay in this game. Puts the helmet back on, does Fernandez. Wipes the water off the bat from the rain and looks like he's ready to go. Not the first time in the series we've seen a Road Warrior take some extra time after fouling a ball off the lower leg area. And with the count, no balls and 2 strikes, Pat McCoy will look for his 2nd straight strikeout and his second 1-2-3 inning of the night. 0-2 the count on Fernandez, 2 down, no one on. Tie game, top of the 4th. The 0-2 pitch, fastball misses out, and the count goes to 1-2. Fernandez back in right field tonight. 2 for 4 with a 2-run homer and a single last night. He chops this one on 1-2 out to McCoy, fields it, spins, throws to Burgess at first. Another 1-2-3 inning for Pat. He has 2 of those on the night. He's given up just 1 unearned run through 4. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 1.
Brimmer has been York's license and notary specialist since 1969. An approved online messenger for PennDOT, it offers registration and driver's license renewals, online title transfers, money orders, and notary service, all with a friendly staff that guarantees your satisfaction. For more information on Brimmer's convenient hours and fast service, call 717-699-1060 in York or visit them on the web at brimmers.com. Brimmer Fast Licensing and Notary Service with 4 convenient locations in York and Lancaster.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit ShipleyEnergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Paul Fletcher. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Home half of the 4th from Peoples Bank Park. Rainy night, but we're dry in the booth. Michael Marcantonini alongside Darrell Henry. Middle of the order for the Revs to face Brandon Vargas in the bottom of the 4th. Tie game at 1. The Revs got their run in the 2nd. The Road Warriors answered in the top of the 3rd. Ryan Dent providing the offense for the Revs so far. An RBI double off the right field wall. And like I said, middle of the order here for York. Jared Mitchell, Jose Cuevas, Michael Burgess, 4, 5, 6. Mitchell in the cleanup spot for the 2nd straight night. It's only the 3rd time this season where he's hit out of the leadoff spot. And last night came up with a knock, hit the other way. He also lined out, so a couple good approaches from Jared. He was 1 for 3, also had a sac fly. Now first pitch left on left, fastball up in the zone that gasses Mitchell. It's 0-1. Mitchell hitting .263 on the season with 4 homers and 16 driven in, but he's hitting just .120 over his last 9 games, scuffling a bit. The 0-1 from Vargas. Fastball missed high right there. Almost the same spot as the first pitch that Mitchell swung at, maybe a little bit higher. Now the 1-1 pitch coming to Jared. Here it is. Fastball again high. Similar spot there. It's 2-1. After Mitchell, you got Cuevas, who's swinging a hot bat, and Burgess, who homered last night and reached base so far tonight. Mitchell 0 for 1 to the line out to left center. Breaking ball that swept across the zone and caught the outside corner for a strike. That thing had some sharp break, early break. Darrell mentioned earlier some break that you can definitely recognize, but it's still hard to hit as it sweeps across the zone. Now Vargas comes with the 2-2. Breaking ball again off the plate and low. Mitchell checked his swing. No swing. This is James Clayton down the third base line. Full. Mitchell did a good job laying off that pitch. That slider was not nearly as close as the first. That was never a strike. Low from the start. Rain continues to fall. Here's the full count pitch to Mitchell. Slider fouled off down the left field line. Jared keeping his hands in and back against that breaking pitch, waiting for it to get through the zone. Steps out, takes a practice cut, now back in the box. Revs and Road Warriors have played through some rain since the start. Low-scoring game so far, 1-0 in the bottom, or 1-1 in the bottom of the 4th. And Mitchell takes a fastball high right there, ball 4. Third walk of the night for Vargas. He's now walked the batter in 3 straight frames. Mitchell trots down to first, and here's Cuevas. I mentioned Cuevas was swinging a hot bat. He's 6 for his last 19 coming into today. That's over his last 5 games, a .316 batting average in that span. The 3-run homer last night was a majestic shot out to left center. That was in the bottom of the 8th. The Revs already ahead by 3. That doubled the lead. Mitchell on first, no outs. The pitch to Cuevas. Fastball low in the zone, but called a strike. It's 0-1. Must have caught the bottom half of the strike zone. Just 1 run and 2 hits apiece so far in this game. Home half of inning number 4. The pitch from Burgess out of the stretch. And that one's low. Stopped in the dirt by Escobar, the catcher. 1 ball and 1 strike on Jose Cuevas. Opponent's hitting .368 against Burgess this season in 6 starts coming in. He's 0-3 with an 8.13 ERA. He's given up 28 runs, 22 of them earned in 24 1/3 innings on the hill. He's given up 39 hits in those 24 1/3 innings, so more than a hit per inning. The 1-1, Cuevas chops it off the end of the bat up the middle. There at the second base bag is Rodriguez, steps on second, throws over to first. Ball gets by the first baseman Ruiz, but the lead runner is cut down. Mitchell retired as Rodriguez stepped on the second base bag before throwing over to first. Oh, 4 unassisted on the fielder's choice. He did throw to first. Cuevas safe at first on the fielder's choice. Now Michael Burgess, who kept the bottom of the second inning alive for the Revs earlier in the game. He walked with 2 outs on a full count pitch. Good eye in that AB. He then scored from first on Dent's double to put the Revs ahead. The game's now tied at 1 in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch he sees, he fouls it off behind home plate. A little bit off the end of the bat there from Mike. 0-1 the count. Light rain shower has been steady. It's steady but light. And these guys are playing through it tonight. It is supposed to get worse, but not for the time being. The 0-1 from Burgess, swing and a miss. The slider, Burgess flails at it a little bit out in front. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 down in the inning, runner on first, that's Cuevas. The Road Warriors will pinch for 2 up the middle, Martinez and Rodriguez. The seemingly everyday double play combination for this Road Warriors team. Gustavo Pierre, a mainstay over at first, playing off the line with the lefty Burgess up. First baseman Ruiz holding on Cuevas. Now Cuevas takes off for second. Burgess goes the other way. Fly ball out to left. Silverio back on the track. He makes the grab. Cuevas retreats to first. Out number 2 in the inning. Maybe a hit and run right there for the Revs, or maybe Burgess just got a pitch he liked. Cuevas got a pretty good jump. But he'll have to go back to the bag, and now Ryan Dent comes up. See if Dent can come up with some more 2-out magic.
17,
Dent drove in his 17th run of the season with that double in the second inning. He's been scuffling over his last 9, just a 154 batting average over those 9, but a good start to tonight. He'll hit with a man on first and 2 outs in a tie game, 1-1 bottom 4. Now Burgess moves over to first. Ruiz, the first baseman, is a left-handed thrower, so he can slap the glove down a little bit quicker than their normal third baseman, Valentin, who throws right-handed. Now Dent ready to hit. Out of the stretch, Burgess comes set. Now the pitch. Fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. And the double for Ryan Dent in the second inning was his 7th of the season. He's now tied for 3rd on the team with 7 doubles. Zach Wilson has 12. Jared Mitchell has 8. Those two 1 and 2 on the team. Dent takes high, ball 2-0. There's a fastball there from the man on the mound, Burgess. Cuevas still on first base. He reached on a fielder's choice. 2 down in the inning. Game tied at 1, bottom 4. 2-0 the count on Dent. Pitch low in the zone, missed right there, and it's 3-0 on Ryan. These two teams will wrap up this 4-game series tomorrow night at 6:30. The Revs looking to win the series outright with a dub tonight. If they win tonight, they could go for the sweep tomorrow. Something this team desperately could use. Another move to first, and already back on the bag before the ball was out of Vargas's hand was Cuevas, who had a really short lead. Now Vargas comes set at the chest. To the plate, the pitch, the 3-0 right down the chute. Dent taking all the way. It's 3-1. The Revs put up 28 runs in this series. They've done that in just 2 games. Looking to continue the hot stretch at the plate tonight. The 3-1 pitch to Dent. Popped up, right center field. Camping under it is the right fielder, Fernandez. He drifts over towards the gap, almost lost it with the wind out there, but he makes the grab about waist high, and the inning is over. So the Revs get 1 base run in the inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. After 4 full, it's a tie game at 1 between the Revs and the Road Warriors. We'll go to the top of the 5th next.
Have you heard? Royal Farms has gotten the national culinary recognition it deserves. Yeah, in Food and Wine magazine's article, 10 gas station foods across the country that are worth the detour, they put Royal Farms' world-famous chicken at the top of the list. Well, we've always known that Royal Farms has the best fried chicken, but now the whole world knows. So hurry into a Royal Farms to pick up some of their nationally recognized world-famous chicken before the world beats a path to their door. Royal Farms, real fresh, real fast.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
It is easy being green. In York County, trash is safely managed at a waste-to-energy facility where it is used as fuel to produce electricity. The electricity generated from trash is enough to power 20,000 homes. That's enough to light the entire city of York. Learn more at www.ycswa.com. Garbage is power.
This is Ryan Dent. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Back to work in the top of the 5th for the Revs in a tie game. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 1, game 3 of a 4-game series. Michael Marcantonini and Darrell Henry in the booth. Just 1 run and 2 hits apiece for both of these clubs. The difference in the game is the Revs have an error. Ball hit off Wellington Dotel's glove in the top of the 3rd inning on a line drive hit by Martinez that allowed Matt Hibbert to score from second to tie the game at 1. Now Pat McCoy will go back to work. 7-8-9 he'll face Hermindo Escobar, the catcher, to lead off. Now the first pitch from McCoy. It looked like a bunt attempt from Escobar there, but he pulled back, taking outside. It's 1-0. That forced Cuevas, who's playing 2 steps behind the third base bag, to charge in. Escobar back in there. Here's McCoy's 1-0. Chopper over his head. Dent charging at short. Gets the low hop. Throw to first in time. Nice play by Ryan Dent there. McCoy couldn't grab that one over his head there. Dent got the low hop instead of, what he would have preferred, the higher hop. Made it look easy. The good transition throw to first. And once again, a 2-pitch out to start an inning for McCoy. He's done that in back-to-back innings. He's retired the leadoff man in all 5 frames tonight. He's given up just 1 unearned run through 4 1/3. Another ground ball out from McCoy. He's had at least 1 ground ball out in every inning. Now the left-hander, Melvin Rodriguez. First pitch swinging, sends this one high in the air to deep right center field. Mitchell camping under it. Shy of the track, he makes the grab. Out number 2. So McCoy's needed just 3 pitches to get the first 2 outs in the 5th. And see if he can get the ender. Matt Hibbert, the 9-man, will come to bat. Hibbert singled and scored that run coming home on the Dotel error in the 3rd. Hibbert did not start last night, but came in as a replacement in center field for Anthony Ray, who left with a concussion after crashing into the left center field wall. Hibbert went into center, walked and struck out in that game. Now he shows bunt, pulling back, taking a strike on the outer half. 0-1. 2 outs, no one on. Game tied at 1, top of the 5th. Only 4 combined hits in the game, 2 hits apiece. Now Hibbert, sharply hit ground ball to short, Dent backhands, throws off balance off his back foot. Throw not in time and offline. Burgess came off the bag. The sweep tag that he tried as the last effort did not pan out. An infield single for Matt Hibbert. He's now 2 for 2 tonight. So no 1-2-3 inning for McCoy. His streak of 6 straight batters retired is over. But it's only the 3rd hit he's allowed. Dent did everything he could with the speedy Hibbert. Guy who ran wild in his time in the Pacific Association in recent years. Short leadoff first for Hibbert. McCoy looks to first, now throws. It's in the dirt. Clark stops it, and he'll ask for a new baseball. 1-0 the count on the leadoff hitter, Alfredo Silverio. It's back to the top of the order for the Road Warriors. McCoy looking to get through the 5th in this 1-1 game. 1-0 the count on the right-handed hitting outfielder. Silverio 1 for 2 with a single tonight. A look at first, leg kick and the pitch. Hot shot down the third base line, but foul. Somebody in the Road Warriors bullpen had the glove on and fielded that one cleanly. If that ball had been fair, that would have gotten down the line into the corner. Hibbert has good speed, so he can score from first. They're playing Silverio to hit a fly ball the opposite way. Spoon is in right center. Huge gap in left center. And McCoy moves over to first. Dotel is in straightaway left. Spoon is, 15 feet over in right center from his normal spot in center field, maybe more. Mitchell in straightaway right, but there is an enormous gap in left center. So Hibbert's going to score standing from first if the ball goes to left center. Now the pitch. Off the end of the bat, out to short, ground ball. Dent fields it, throws to second for the force out. And a fielder's choice grounder ends the inning. 6-4 on the putout, and Pat McCoy's through 5 innings. He's given up just 1 unearned run. We're tied after 4.5. We'll see if the Revs can break that tie in the bottom of the 5th. 1-1, Revs coming to bat. Stick with us.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Trade your transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
This is Chang Choi, athletic trainer of the York Revolution. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Tyler Clark to lead off for the Revs in a tie game. It's the Road Warriors 1 and the Revs 1. The Revs took an early lead in the bottom of the 2nd. Ryan Dent, an opposite field, 2-out RBI double scoring Michael Burgess. Road Warriors tied it on an error in the top of the third. Now Clark shows bunt, but bunts it foul to start the inning. Tried to bunt for a hit. He did that over the weekend in Southern Maryland. Had a bunt hit that started an inning for the Revs. That was a game where Clark also tripled and scored 2 runs. He led off an inning where the Revs batted around, sending 10 to the plate, in which they scored 4 runs when he started with the bunt hit. That one to the backstop, about the level of Clark's head, and that's pretty high. He's 6'5". Not near his head. It was, straight over the top of the plate to the backstop. It's 1-1. Well, in that game in Southern Maryland where Clark started that bat around inning, Revs ended up blowing a 5-run lead in that game, but Clark had a good game. The 1-1, low and away. It's 2-1. Clark back to the high Sox tonight, starting his 6th straight game behind the dish. No rest for Tyler. He's been on a hot streak, and he works with his pitching staff so well. 2-1 pitch. He lifts his arms up trying to take a ball, but it's called a strike. 2-2. 1-1 the score, home half of the 5th. Pitchers duel tonight between Brandon Vargas and Pat McCoy. Now the pitch from Vargas, way inside, curveball, look out. Clark has to lunge out of the way and sends him running over towards the Revs dugout to get out of the way. It's full. That sweeping curveball slider type pitch from Vargas can get away from him at times. I mean, if he's throwing it against a righty, it's more than bound to get way inside. Here's the 3-2 pitch from the lefty. Misses low and in. Clark takes a walk. Leadoff base runner for the Revs in the 5th in a tie game. Vargas has now walked a batter in 4 straight innings. He's walked 4 in the contest. Clark reaches base safely for the first time tonight. Now Tyson Gillies will get a shot, but first a meeting on the mound with Vargas and Rafael Montalvo. The umpire, one of the base umpires, is signaling to the Road Warriors bullpen, and Rafael Montalvo has already made the pitching change. So after the leadoff walk that Vargas surrenders, the Road Warriors will go to the pen. They'll bring in a left-hander. It looks like Luis Cruz will confirm after this quick commercial break. But stick with us on the broadcast. It's the Revs and Road Warriors tied at 1 in the bottom of the 5th.
You know, something funny happens when people buy their dream home. They can both look at the same thing and see it in an entirely different way. He sees a man cave, while she sees an art room.
Hi, my name is Ryan Scott with J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, and this has become a common theme from our happy customers. With our competitive rates, quick process, and close-on-time guarantee, why would you choose another mortgage company to finance your dreams? Call us today at 855-JGW-LEND so we can get you on your path towards home ownership.
J.G. Wentworth Home Lending will take care of all the details of purchasing your home so you can focus on what to do once you move in. You know, will that great backyard be a beautiful garden? Or a beautiful new pool? Yeah, that's one detail we'll leave up to you. Call 855-JGW-LEND today. Mortgage loans offered by J.G. Wentworth Home Lending, LLC. 3550 Commission Court, Woodbridge, Virginia. NMLS ID 2925. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Equal housing lender.
I'm a meal delivery engineer. You know, a server. And I love it. But now, with Keno from the Pennsylvania Lottery, this place is livelier than 2-for-1 app night. See, while I guide my guests from nachos to gnocchi, they're picking numbers to win cash with drawings every 4 minutes. Keno's fun, exciting, and goes with everything on the menu. Except maybe the 4-alarm fries. Stay away from those. Keno, it's here. Play it at your favorite bar or restaurant.
Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Listen live, on demand, and on the go. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores today.
No outs and a man on base for the Revs in the bottom of the 5th. Pitching change for the Road Warriors in the bottom of the 5th. Left-hander Luis Cruz into the game to take over for Brandon Vargas, who worked just 4+ innings, walked the leadoff man Clark, And now he'll face the 9-man Tyson Gillies. Gillies will get the first crack at the left-hander Cruz, who's been the Road Warriors' best pitcher this year. 1-1 with a 1.95 ERA in 18 games, 27 2/3 innings on the hill. He has one save. Best ERA on the team at 1.95. Looks at first. His first pitch misses low to Gillies, 1-0. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. 1-0 the count on Tyson Gillies. Clark leads off first. He's the go-ahead run. The game's tied at 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Pat McCoy is giving up just one unearned run through 5 really strong innings. He's retired the leadoff man in all 5 frames. Vargas gave up just 1 run in 4+, but his line isn't closed. He's responsible for Clark on first base. Now the pitch. Gillies shows bunt, but pulls back. The pitch is called a strike on the outer half. Both corner infielders, Pierre and Ruiz, came in for the Road Warriors when Gillies showed bunt, and gotta believe that's something Gillies has in his back pocket. He is fast, runs like a cheetah, Mace told us the other day. That was the scouting report on him. Left on left, Cruz looks at first, and the pitch. Not bunting, Gillies takes outside while he takes the pitch, which is not outside. It's called a strike on the outer half. It's 1-2. And Gillies readjusts the batting gloves. He'll get ready to step in the box. He was one of the 4 new additions to the roster from this past week, and make it 5 with the newest addition today. The Revs brought in another infielder, Nick King. On the 1-2 to Gillies. Fastball on the outside corner, strike 3. He has a couple words for the home plate umpire, Bill Worthington, but that pitch is probably there. And that's the first out here in the 5th.
Yeah, he didn't like either of the last 2, and that last one, credit Cruz. If it was a strike, it was incredibly tough to hit. It was a 2-seamer that started even further out and ran back toward the corner if it did clip it.
Here's Travis Witherspoon, the Revs' leadoff hitter. He's 1 for 2 with a single to lead off the first inning. Grounded back to Vargas on the mound his last time up. His first crack at Luis Cruz tonight. And the pitch. Spoon takes, watching it all the way into the glove, low and away. It's 1-0. 1 out in the inning, game tied at 1. Revs and Road Warriors dueling it out on a rainy night in downtown York. Road Warriors have the hit advantage 3-2. The Revs have had more base runners. Vargas walked 4 in his 4+ innings. Spoon takes low and away again. And Cruz falls behind Spoon 2-0. The Revs have seen a little bit of Luis Cruz this season, and now time is called as Armindo Escobar is going to ask for a towel to wipe off his face mask and his face as well. Kind of important for the catcher to be able to see, so it's a necessary time called right there.
Rafael Montalvo at his service. Yeah, you have to see, and it's also really, really annoying when you've got drips coming off the face mask or even the batting helmet.
Sure. Spoon back in the box, 2-0 on him. There's a fastball that misses just off the plate. It's 3-0. This is Cruz's 3rd appearance of the season against the Revs. He's 1-0 with a 2.46 ERA in 3 2/3 innings. He's given up 4 hits, just 1 earned run. And the 3-0 to Spoon, low. 2 walks in the inning for the Revs. They've walked 5 times in the game. Clark gallops down to second, and Spoon will trot down to first.
Well, only 2 hits, but Vargas threw 82 pitches, only 44 strikes. You mentioned the walks. He only struck out 1. They really haven't swung at a lot of bad pitches tonight. They've been patient. So hopefully, as you get into the middle innings, that approach pays off.
Here's the switch hitter, Alexi Casilla. First pitch he sees is a fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Tie game. We're knotted at 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Revs and Road Warriors battling it out again tonight. Casilla thought about a swing there, but checked. The pitch was outside. It's 2-0. So after Cruz got Gillies looking on strikes, he walked Spoon on 4 pitches. He's 1-1 on Casilla, so 5 of the last 6 have been out of the zone. Casilla was asking for time. He's back in the box. Runners at first and second, 1 down in a tie game. Tying run out at second, that's Clark. The pitch, ground ball up the middle, to his left. Martinez steps on the bag for 1, throws to first in time. An inning-ending 6-3 double play. Luis Cruz excited to get out of it for his team. And after 5 full innings of play, we're still knotted at 1. We'll go to the top of the 6th and see if Pat McCoy can keep it a tie game.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland offers a variety of lesson plans for every budget. Owner Carmen Fusco has 38 years of Major League Baseball experience, and our staff is made up entirely of professional instructors, including Carmen Fusco, Sam Knott, TJ Cronenberger, and Lisa Baker. We offer one-on-one private instruction, camps and clinics, and year-round travel ball programs focused on developing the player. We differ from other facilities because we offer professional instruction with Major League Baseball techniques. We also provide free college placement for our athletes. Conveniently located off I-83 between Harrisburg and York, check out Carmen Fusco Pro Baseball and Softball Academy in New Cumberland and go online to fuscoprobaseball.com.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Hey, this is Jacoby Jones, Super Bowl champ, Dancing with the Stars. If y'all didn't vote for me, it's y'all fault I lost, but you're listening to the radio, WOYK 1350, baby.
We're tied at 1 in the top of inning number 6. Road Warriors coming in for a 4-game series. This is game 3 of that series. Revs have won both games of this series so far convincingly. 19-3 on Monday night, a 9-3 win last night. They pulled away late. Tied at 1 here, though, and Pat McCoy has been excellent on the hill. Has not allowed a run since the 3rd inning, and that was an unearned run. Just 5 hits in this pitcher's duel. The Road Warriors have 3 of them. 2 hits for the Revs and 1 error. Again, we are tied at 1. 2-3-4 for McCoy to face in the Road Warriors lineup. Here's Osvaldo Martinez. McCoy misses outside. First pitch is a ball. Martinez, great speed. The Revs will respect it. Cuevas is just about a half step behind the third base bag. Burgess is about a half step behind the first base bag. Another one outside for McCoy. It's 2-0. Has not fallen behind many hitters tonight. Hasn't thrown a lot of pitches either. He needed just 11 in the first. Has not had really any trouble at all. And the 2-0 to Martinez. There's a strike on the outer half. He got the call there. It's 2-1. Martinez is the man that hit the liner to Dotel in left that hit off his glove that allowed a run to score. Popped out, or grounded out his first time up. Now the 2-1 to Martinez. Shot the other way out of play into the seats. It's 2-2. Martinez led off the game last night. He went 1 for 4 with an RBI single late in the game. He drove in the 3rd run of the night for the Road Warriors. He also struck out twice and flew out last night. The night before that, 0 for 3 with a sac fly. The 2-2 pitch from Pat McCoy. Shot out to short, backhanded by Dent. Throw from the outfield grass over to Burgess. A big stretch from the big man Burgess, and he makes the play. 6-3 on the putout. A dandy of a play right there from the Revs veterans Dent and Burgess. And Martinez is retired on a close play at the bag. 1 out in the 6th.
That was terrific. Keep that leadoff hitter off base here in a tie game. Dent's been busy tonight, and the grass is right now going to be wetter than it's been all evening. So for him to get there, plant, make that strong throw, excellent play.
May said all McCoy needs to do is keep the team into the game, eat innings. He's done both tonight as he gets a fastball over to the DH, Geraldo Valentin. Valentin a night off from the field tonight. He was at first base yesterday and the night before. Right-handed hitter awaiting the 1-0 from McCoy. Here it is, fastball in for a strike. It's 1-1. One down and no one on in the top of the sixth. 1-1 the score. Pat McCoy still not getting much run support. One's better than nothing, though. He has one run tonight. That one's fouled off down the right field line. One run of support. And that's already more than he had in his last two starts combined. Which, you know, if you're doing the math, that's 0. Did not have any runs of support in his first two starts of the season, or his last two starts. His first start of the season only got 1. And the 1-2. Valentin shoots this one out to center field, but Spoon is there straight away. He makes the grab, medium depth. It's just a lazy fly ball right there, out number 2.
Well, one thing Pat does, he pitches to contact, and when he's mowing through a lineup, he is fun to watch. They often say that there's one guy that doesn't get the support, and I hope that's not the case. I hope that trend evens out for him, like maybe say in the bottom of the 6th inning tonight.
That would work. That'd be great. 2 down and no one on for the left-handed hitting Jose Ruiz. He's at first base tonight. First pitch on the ground out to second. Casilla misses it just under his glove on the backhand attempt, and Spoon will pick it up barehanded in right center. Almost an inning-ending ground out there, but Casilla just couldn't get to that ball. It's a single Ruiz is credited with. He's now 1 for 3, and Darryl, I got to imagine that if Casilla was at 100% or really hadn't been battling that hamstring injury over the recent weeks, that maybe he gets to that ball. Yeah, maybe if it's not wet as well.
Yeah, I think both. I mean, it looked like just a tiny little stretch that he took after that play, trying to flex that out, but also I think it stayed lower than he thought it might with the wet ground.
Here's Gustavo Pierre with 1 on and 2 outs. He swings at the first pitch and fouls one back into the netting. It's 0-1. The Revs won and the Road Warriors won in the top of the 6th. This is a big difference from what we've seen the past 2 nights, with runs scoring left and right. Tonight, just 2 total in the game. The 0-1 to Pierre, change up, a good one down in the zone. Pierre swings through, it's 0-2. McCoy does not strike out a ton of guys. Only has 1 in the game. It was Pierre who struck out, so if he's going to do it again, this would be the time. Man on first, 2 outs in a tie game. McCoy looks at first, the pitch, 0-2, fastball misses high. Clark wanted it up, but not that high. McCoy, 29 years old, originally a 10th round pick of the Washington Nationals out of high school back in 2007. Pitch at the major league level with the Tigers. Well, the 1-2 pitch to Pierre, fastball up in the zone, he got him. 6 strong innings from Pat McCoy. He now has 2 punch-outs in the game. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th in a tie game. We'll see if the Revs can get some run support for Pat. It's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 1. Stick with us here on the broadcast.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Hi, this is United States Olympic gold medalist Jenny Finch. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350, WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Bottom of the 6th, it's the Revs 1 and the Road Warriors 1. Wellington Dotel to lead off against Luis Cruz, who got all 3 outs in the 5th inning but did not start that inning. Brandon Vargas started it, walked the batter, and then was removed from the game. And time is on the mound as Cruz started in his motion home but then stopped. I don't know if he had to cough or sneeze or what that was. Now he comes to the plate. Fastball that misses outside to Dotel. 3-4-5 for the Revs. Dotel, Mitchell, Cuevas in a tie game. Bottom 6, and the Revs looking to break this scoreless tie. The 1-0. Dotel serves it into left field. That's down for a base hit. Going all the way to the wall. Dotel around first. He's chugging for 2. The throw from Silverio not in time. A stand-up leadoff double for Wellington Dotel, and the Revs are in business right away in the 6th. Wellington Dotel, the man just keeps hitting, Darryl.
Oh, every night. And that's the way to set things up. Leadoff double. The last 2 innings, the Revs have leadoff walks, but weren't able to pair 1 base hit with those. But Dotel puts himself at second base to start things off. Good read. He knows that wall. He knows when you can get 2 on it from playing out there.
5-game hitting streak for Dotel. He's hitting all but 5 games this year with the Revs. 32 out of 37 now. First pitch to Jared Mitchell's a strike over the heart of the plate. It's 0-1. Mitchell up with Dotel out at second and no outs. 1-1 the score, bottom 6. The corners will play in on Mitchell. Potential bunt situation for the Revs on a night where runs are hard to come by. Cruz bends over at the waist. Now comes set high. And the pitch. Mitchell does show bunt, but he pops it up. Foul territory first base side. And Escobar can't get to it before it hits the warning track. It's 0-2 on Mitchell. The Revs are a team that will bunt from time to time. Mace has used the bunt in situations like this where it's a pitcher's duel of a game. The Revs offense struggling to score. To try to move runners over middle, late in games. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Revs have 3 hits in the game. They've reached via the walk 5 times. Vargas walked 4 through 4+ innings. Cruz walked 1 batter last inning, then got a double play ball to end the 5th. Pat McCoy for the Revs has worked 6 innings of 1-run ball, none earned. And there's a slider that misses outside from Cruz. It's 1-2 on Mitchell. Jared, 16 RBI on the season. Looking to make it 17. Well, the board out there reads 17. I wrote in my book 16. Something's off. It is 17. Mitchell takes low. And the count's 2-2.
Let's make it 18 here.
Yeah. Cruz will get some dirt off his spikes. He's been messing around with that spike cleaner since he came into the game. It is one of those nights where you can get that dirt caked on your spikes. Now with the count 2-2, the left-handed hitting Mitchell back in the box. Dotel leads off second, no outs in the inning, tie game. A look to second from Cruz, now the pitch. 2-2 sent into left center field. This could break the tie. Polo waving around Dotel. The throw goes into second, and the Revs take the lead on the RBI single from Jared Mitchell. It's 2-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Now what a beautiful piece of hitting. Stayed inside of it, took it the other way. That is when he is at his best. And we saw it last year when he really took off. It was improvement against lefties, staying in on them better. That's been the case again this season. He has really worn lefties out since maybe 3 weeks into the season, somewhere in mid-May. Really started to own opposing lefties, including relievers brought in to face him. And a big base hit there.
2-1 Revs lead, bottom 6. Still no outs. Here's Jose Cuevas. Pitch from Cruz, fastball low, it's 1-0. So it's Jared Mitchell who brings home the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 6th. Dotel got it started with a double to the wall and left. Mitchell then wasted no time serving one into left center. Second time tonight he's gone to left center. He lined out earlier in the game there. Now hot shot out to short. Martinez has it on one hop. Throw to second for one, over to first, a double play. So that's a rally killer right there as Jose Cuevas hits into the twin killing. Second double play that the Road Warriors have turned tonight. And just like that, when you thought the Revs had something cooking, there's 2 outs and no one on.
I got that one right off the end of the bat, that two-seamer from Cruz. And now they want to look at him, all these mannerisms between pitches. Raff wants to make sure he's not hurt. Another trip to the field for their athletic trainer, Jeremy Bender.
Jeremy Bender earning his paycheck this weekend. The unfortunate situation last night, they had to attend to Anthony Ray, who crashed into the left center field wall trying to rob a Michael Burgess home run. He went down immediately, was unconscious for a little bit, I was told.
Oh, wow.
Then was eventually helped up. He walked off the field under his own power, but he does have a concussion. He's going to be out for a while, Ellie Rodriguez told me last night. So that was a scary situation. Now tonight, Bender was out earlier when Fernandez fouled a ball off his foot. Now back out to check on Cruz here. But the Revs have the lead in the bottom of the 6th. Even after the double play, still some high spirits with 2 outs in the 6th. Jared Mitchell, an RBI single the other way to left center to bring in Dotel, who doubled to start the inning. Go-ahead RBI for Mitchell to put his team up 2-1. Now Michael Burgess up with 2 outs and no one on. Burgess, team leader in home run with 7. He got that one last night, number 7, as he takes high. It's 1-0. Batting average at just .205, but he's driven in 19, and it's been a hot and cold type season for Burgess. He hasn't really gotten on a hot streak, and he's run a couple mini slumps, but nothing crazy as he takes a breaking ball outside, 2-0. Revs lead at 2-1, bottom 6. Daryl, you got to feel that Mike's going to break out and have one of those stretches where for a week he's just red hot.
Yeah, and he can be streaky. He can carry a team for a week when he's locked in.
No pitch. He pops this one up right side of the diamond, shallow right center. Rodriguez, the second baseman, out. He makes the grab to end the inning. So a double play ball and then a pop-up get Luis Cruz out of what could have been an even bigger inning. But the Revs strike for a run. It was the go-ahead run. Jared Mitchell plating Wellington Dotel with a single to left center. And the Revs have a 2-1 lead after 6. Pat McCoy coming back out for a 7th, and Darrell Henry taking back over on the play-by-play. Don't go anywhere. Revs have a 1-run lead here on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
Rutter's has all your favorite seafood options. Tavern battered cod sandwich, crispy fried shrimp with bada bing dipping sauce, flavorful crab and corn chowder, just to name a few. Rutter's Seafood. One try and you'll be hooked. Rutter's. Why go anywhere else for seafood?
Planning your summer vacation? Looking to take care of those long overdue home improvements? Hello, I'm Tara Hauser, Vice President of Marketing at First Capital Federal Credit Union. Make all your dreams come true with a home equity loan from First Capital FCU. For a limited time, take advantage of a 7-year home equity loan of $10,000 or more with an annual percentage rate as low as 3.99%. Visit firstcapitalfcu.com or stop by any branch to apply. First Capital, putting you first. Federally insured by NCUA. Equal housing lender.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania delivers natural gas to 423,000 customers. Our commitment is to do it reliably, efficiently, and most importantly, safely. If you smell, hear, or see any sign of a natural gas problem, evacuate immediately and call 911 from a safe location. The most obvious indication of a problem in your home would be a rotten egg odor. For more information on natural gas safety, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com. Columbia Gas of Pennsylvania, reminding you about natural gas safety.
Rutter's Hot Dog Extravaganza is here. Rutter's Kunzler hot dogs and brand new corn dogs are only 2 for $2. Our amazing Kunzler bacon wrapped cheddar dogs and sausages are only 2 for $4. Earn 2 cents on fuel for every deal purchased. Must scan rewards card. Rutter's, why go anywhere else?
You're on the home of the Atlantic League champion York Revolution. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK, York.
7th, Revs a 2-1 lead as Pat McCoy will go back to work. Fernandez, Escobar, Rodriguez, 6, 7, 8 in the Road Warrior lineup. And the first pitch is bounced to third. Cuevas will sit back and wait on it. Gets the clean hop and plenty of time. Tosses it across to first. Fernandez not running well as he fouled one off his leg earlier in the game. He's been smarting a bit tonight. And a one-pitch out for McCoy, who's had certainly his share of quick outs tonight. Just his 72nd pitch of the evening for out number 1 here in the 7th inning.
He has not let a leadoff man reach tonight, and that's the root of the success right there.
It's his 12th ground out. Here's Escobar, and the first one missing just outside. Hermindo, fly out to center and a ground out to short. Cuban native just signed 1-0, and it misses away. Last night they took him up to the Revs clubhouse and right to give him his physical and activated him today. He'd been in the American Association with Cleburne.
Coming in tonight, Pat McCoy had allowed just 2 hits to 16 leadoff hitters against him this year for a 125 opponent average. That's gone way down.
Pitch here is just outside. Now 3-0. Escobar jumping up and down, trying to, I guess, get the mud off his cleats. There's the wind and the pitch. And it's a called strike. Whoops. He dropped the bat and was about a quarter of the way toward first base. And it looked like it was right there. He was trying to beg his way on. Revs up 2-1 in the 7th. McCoy kicks, delivers, and a swing and a pop-up foul, back and out of play. Well, McCoy's been highly efficient tonight, but this is also important for him to go deep into the game. There's some guys in that bullpen unavailable tonight based on recent usage. The payoff pitch, it's down low. And McCoy upset with himself as this time Escobar does walk and he sprints to first base. First walk since the 2nd inning issued by McCoy, just his 2nd of the night. Skies have brightened a bit toward the north and west, which, looking at radar, I didn't think they would. I thought we'd be playing in rain the entirety tonight, but I guess it's broken up some. Here's the K-man, Melvin Rodriguez, left on left. Number 8 hitter digs in. First pitch, breaking ball, swing and a miss. He pulls off the slider. He is grounded to second and flied to right tonight. Each team just 4 hits. Revs set up to turn 2. They do have some catch playing in the right field bullpen. Pitch, swing and a miss. Went a little bit further out with that slider. Rodriguez flails at another one. Let's see if they try it 3 times in a row.
McCoy's gotten ahead of so many guys tonight. It's made his breaking ball look that much better, being able to throw it really in any count.
Here's the 0-2. Threw it again, a swing and a miss. And it's picked up by Clark. And now a throw to first, and they've got Escobar in a run down. Burgess tosses to Dent. He's still in the middle. Off to McCoy. He fakes and tags him out. Just the double play that they had drawn up. Strikeout 2, 3, 6, 1. And Rodriguez chased in the dirt, and I think it might have gotten by Clark, but it hit the umpire, I believe. And Escobar saw that, took off for second, and then he was in trouble. Clark picked it up quickly, and he was caught in the middle. No runs, no hits, and none left. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time at the bank. It's 2-1 York.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sobel's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and East York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
Hi, this is Mark Mason. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 1350, WOYK.
Revs at 2-1 lead. We go to the bottom of the 7th here at Peoples Bank Park tonight. William Gabe, the new pitcher, right-hander, takes over. And Dent, Clark, and Gillies to the plate. I'm pretty sure that ball in the dirt initially eluded Clark and got hung up in the plate on Bill Worthington's shin guards. Escobar saw that, took off, thinking down a run, maybe he can get to second, and what a surprise he was in for. 2-3-6-1 on the out. And Dent, who had a role in that, will lead it off. He drove in the Revs' first run of the night, double high off the wall the other way in right field in the second inning. He's 1 for 2. Facing Gabe, who's in his 22nd outing, 0-3, 5.56 ERA. And his first pitch tonight is down and away. Seen him here this week. He was in the game on Monday night, inning in 2/3, no runs. Pitch is down and away, 2-0. He's pretty much the only pitcher for them in that 19-3 game that was effective. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for York. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Road Warriors. From the stretch, the righty comes home. And a swing and a line drive the other way in right. Fernandez back, and it carries over his glove. It'll skip to the wall in right field, and Dent hustles into second, standing with a double. It was a leadoff double from Dotel last inning that set up the go-ahead run. And here in the 7th, Dent greets Gabe with the leadoff double, his second of the night.
The approach for Dent that way has been great tonight, really all season. He hits the ball well the other way. He's got that power to the gap in right center. Ball that just kept carrying on the line.
And now Tyler Clark will try to move him up. He is lined to right and walked tonight. 2-1 is the lead. And the first pitch, it's in on the hands, and Clark bunts it foul back to the net. He had taken a half step up in the box before that pitch was thrown. Looked like he was trying to inch up a little bit, getting ready for the bunt try. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, Lancaster trails Somerset 7-1 in the 6th inning. There's the 0-1. And that's in tight. Clark started the turn. Appeal out towards second base. Brian DeBrouwer said he held in time. Tough place to make that call. The first base ump over near second. But Clark able to stop. 1-1. After the first 2 nights, this has been a pitching-dominated 3rd game of the series. 1-1. It is outside. The bunt's been off the last 2 pitches. After the foul on the first one, Gabay's missed with the last 2. Other games, Sugar Land and Long Island tied at 3 in the 7th in Central Islip. Southern Maryland at New Britain playing 2. The Bees won the first one 5-2. There's the stretch. The 2-1, and it's down low. Clark's got it in his favor. Gillies is on deck. And it'll be Gabay. They have some other lefties out there, but nobody loosening at the moment. Gabay, the stretch. Doesn't even know. Now he does look back at Dent. 3-1. It's a fastball and a called strike. 91 in the outer half. Full count on Clark. Now set. A glance back. Here's a step off as Dent is getting a little bit more. (3-2), and it missed down and away. Good at bat from Tyler Clark, who was down early on that foul ball bunt, but patiently laid off, and he works his way on. 2 on, nobody out.
It's a great plate appearance there from Tyler, which started with him trying to bunt. That didn't work out, and then just a patient approach, like I said, just being able to see a couple pitches there from Gabay and not swing at anything out of the zone.
So here's Gillies, and they might also ask him to bunt now with 2 men on. Corners will come in. Tonight he's grounded out and struck out. 1-run lead for the Revs, trying to add on. First pitch, he does square, deadens it. Gabay coming into the front of the mound. He'll throw to first, and the sacrifice is good. 1-4 on the out. Ruiz came all the way in from first, so Rodriguez over to cover from second. And second and third with 1 away as Gillies completes the assignment.
Now Spoon, a great RBI chance with 2 in scoring position and with only 1 out. Insurance run would be huge right now, and the Road Warriors are going to bring the infield all the way in, so Spoon really just has to hit something hard up the middle or sharply through the hole between short and third or first and second over somebody's head. Wouldn't it be great just hitting with the infield in all the time? Wouldn't it be great to do it all the time?
Yeah. First pitch, fastball. It's a called strike. You got to think your eyes light up a little bit when you see that. Witherspoon 1 for 2 tonight. Also has reached on a walk. There's the stretch, the 0-1. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Good one from Gabay. He kept it down. Gabay, 26 years old. Allowed just 1 run his last 6 outings. He's been pitching well for them. 15th round pick of the Rays in 2012. 0-2. And try to check a ball in the dirt. Appeal to second base, and DeBrouwer again says no swing. He's in that same spot out near second, and it was another difficult call. Witherspoon by a hair is still in there.
I thought it was a good call right there, and DeBrouwer all over it.
Now 1-2. Gabay was in the Rays and Yankees systems. As high as the single A level. He stretches. The 1-2. It's in the dirt, and a backhand stab by Escobar to save a run for now. 2-2. Have kind of a peach-colored sky in center field as the clouds have broken a little bit, darker toward the east, but a little bit of clearing off toward the northwest. Sunset through the cloud cover, giving a little peach tint over the field. Andrew Johnston up in their bullpen now. Here's the stretch, the 2-2. It's outside. So again, Gabe goes from ahead of a hitter into a full count. He lost Clark to a walk earlier in the inning. Alexi Casilla on deck. Infield in, second and third with one out. Here's the stretch. Gabe to the belt, the 3-2. And a swing and a bouncer towards short. Dent a couple steps toward the plate. He stops. Martinez fires to first. A high chop. And Dent gave himself a chance in case Martinez fumbled it. But he got the big bounce, stared his shortstop counterpart back, and threw it across.
Great play by Martinez there to, like you said, stare him back and not throw right away, because then there's a chance Dent breaks. But also a good job by Dent to read that and get a couple extra steps in the event that he did have an opportunity to go home.
And now Rafael Montalvo will come out and make another move. Andrew Johnston will be summoned to face Alexi Casilla with second and third, 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Revs trying to take advantage of this threat. They lead it 2-1. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Enoel Polanco, and you're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revolution, Sport Radio 1350 WOYK.
Andrew Johnston ready to go, the 6'5" righty. In his 17th outing, 2-1 with a 2.50 ERA. He's got 5 saves as well. Right now, he's trying to keep his team within a run. Casilla digs in. First pitch is down low. And Johnston, an overhand delivery. Tall righty. You'll get a lot of downward movement on that slider, which he displays on ball 1 there. Second and third, 2 outs. Casilla tonight 0 for 2 with a walk, 2 ground balls, including a double play. Big night last night in his first game back from a groin strain that robbed him of 3 games. The pitch, it's a backdoor slider and a called strike. Johnston, now 34 years old, had some big save seasons early in his career. He was a 9th round pick of the Rockies out of the University of Missouri in 2005. Not as high as AAA. He's been an Atlantic League veteran the bulk of the recent years with Sugar Land as he steps off. Now back on and ready. The 1-1. It's up high. Came over with Rafael Montalvo. Last year, 2-5, 4.79 ERA with Sugar Land. kind of a pedestrian year, but he had some almost unhittable seasons a couple of years before that. 6th Atlantic League. The 2-1 and a swing and a dribbler foul, first base side. Alexi just a little early on that. 2-2.
Well, both Spoon and Alexi have had really patient approaches, even with this a situation where you're tempted to swing early in the count, try to get those 2 RBIs, just 2 guys out in scoring position with less than 2 outs in the infield in. It was for Spoon, not Alexi, but it's tempting to be aggressive, but they've been patient.
Pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle, base hit center field. Dent scores. Here comes Clark. He's going to score. Alexi Casilla drives him in. A 2-run single up the middle. With 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And the Revs have a cushion. It's a 4-1 lead.
Like I was just saying, a good approach at the plate, patient for Alexi, got a pitch that he could do something with, sending it right back up the middle, and a ball that was hit slowly enough that Clark could get from second without even a throw home. I mean, Hibbert was on it pretty quickly in center, but the ball was hit so slow it died in the grass that he didn't have a chance to throw Clark out.
Big hit. Here's Dotel. He takes a slider for a strike. Now, Alexi, since coming back, has been a big contributor. And he's at first for Dotel, who's 1 for 3, double and a run last inning. The pitch, he swings, hits it in the air, foul down the right field side. Fernandez doesn't see it, but it is back in the bullpen balcony. The Revs, who broke the tie in the 6th inning, Dotel led off that 6th inning with a double, scored on Mitchell's single. And now here, set the table early this inning, moved them over, and with 2 outs, Alexi cashes in. Here's the stretch, the 0-2. It is off the plate away. Big pick-me-up also for Witherspoon, who they got out with the infield in on a ground ball. But once they bunted with Gillies, they had 2 chances for a hit. Pitch is swung on, tapped, fouled down against Dotel's foot. Johnson will have to walk all the way over himself to pick that up. Nobody else realized where it was. Asleep at the switch down there. 1-2 it stays. Johnston deals. Swing and a miss. Looked like more of a sinker or a splitter perhaps. He gets Dotel swinging there. But the Revs space the lead. Little cushion as we go to the 8th now. 2 runs on Casilla's single, 2 hits, and 1 left. Going to the 8th tonight, it's York 4, the Road Warriors 1.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
What's the simplest, easiest, freest way to get in shape? Walking. That natural walking motion is great for almost everybody, but not every shoe is great for walking.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes carries the shoes designed to function best, whether you're out for an invigorating stroll or you're humming along at a serious fitness pace. Walking and fitness shoes that'll do the trick, including a variety of widths and hard-to-find sizes. Walk with name brands like New Balance, Saucony, Brooks, and Accelera. For intense fitness workouts, try shoes from Asics, New Balance, Rika, Saucony, and 361. Flying Feet's selection is great, and the service is even better. With personal attention many stores are lacking. Some stores sell shoes, Flying Feet fits them. So take life in stride and do it in style with comfortable walking shoes and fitness shoes from the sportswear specialty store without specialty prices. Flying Feet sports shoes.
Flying Feet.
1511 Mount Rose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the eighth, we'll see one of the new additions right here. Right-hander James Pugliese comes in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. And what an outing from Pat McCoy. 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 unearned run, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Ordinarily, Mace would love to get any new acquisition into a low leverage situation, but tonight the bullpen a bit thin based on who has worked recently. So the new guys, and they are good. First pitch to Matt Hibbert is a fastball for a strike at 90. At least one of them, Pugliese, will be thrown into a high leverage situation here for his debut. The 0-1 and a late swing fouled against the netting right next to the Revs dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Looks like he works quickly, straight to the plate with pretty quick stride, quick delivery, arm action like he's throwing darts, really short and compact. The 0-2 and a line drive serve to center, that's going to get in. Hibbert didn't crush it, it was in off the bat handle, but he does single up the middle, and the number 9 hitter is 3 for 3 tonight, has 3 of their 5 hits. McCoy was tremendous. And now Pugliese is in. The other new addition, fellow right-hander Devin Watts. Fletch said that Pugliese in his first side session showed a really good changeup and a really good slider. Now we've already seen fastball at 90 from him. First pitch at the top of the order, Silverio swung about shoulder high and helped him out. Strike 1. Silverio 1 for 3 tonight. He is leading off. They bumped Martinez to second in the order. He's on deck. Revs a 4-1 lead. Here's the stretch from Pugliese. The 0-1 and a swing and a foul back. That one at 90. Pugliese was at Double-A Tennessee with the Smokies in the Cubs system. 6 appearances this year. Struggled this year, but his career numbers are excellent. 25 years old. Last year, he was terrific at Double-A. As he comes set, the 0-2, and tried to check, did Silverio appeal to first? They say he held on a changeup down and away. The bottom really fell out of that pitch. Looks like a changeup with good movement. Last year at Double-A, Pugliese 7-2 with a 1.84 ERA. Opponents hit just 2.03 against him. He also made 7 starts out of his 40 outings last year. Here's the pitch. And a swing and a foul tip into the mitt. There's the changeup again. Silverio angrily slaps at his own bat. And Pugliese with a strikeout for his first out with the Revs. 1 down here in the 8th.
Well, Pugliese looks good so far in his Revs debut. It looked like the hat was falling off his head after every pitch, but you know, if that's the biggest issue tonight, we'll be in good shape.
Yeah. Here's Osvaldo Martinez. That happens to Darrell Thompson every night.
Yep.
So first pitch is a fastball called strike, outside edge. Martinez 0 for 3 in this one. Pugliese, an 18th round pick of the Cubs in 2011. He deals fastball and a called strike at the top of the zone. Martinez only 5'10", so it looked a little higher on him, but just above the belt. Pugliese got it. And ahead 0-2. He sets, he fires. It is just off the plate away. That one up to 91. Takes his hat off as he smiles in toward the plate. He thought he was getting that one, and based on previous pitches tonight, I thought he was too. Runner at first, 1 out. Here's the stretch. The 1-2. Changeup bounce to second base. Alexi comes up, gloves, feeds, Dent, the turn, got him! 6-3 double play. The Revs turn their third twin killing of the night. And James Pugliese, a scoreless 8th inning with the lead in his Revs debut. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's York 4, the Road Warriors 1.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission. You know what really grinds my gears? Perfectly good cars being thrown away just because the transmission went bad. My mind slips into overdrive when someone says,
I'll just get a new car before I spend that kind of money on a transmission.
What? According to Kelley Blue Book, the average price of a new car is $32,000. Now you're going to finance that, right? There's another $6,000 to $8,000. And if you drive it off the showroom floor, it loses 20% of its value immediately. Don't forget, you also have to pay sales tax, higher insurance rates, title and registration fees, and come up with $600, $700, $800 a month depending on your interest rates for 5 years. And remember, you will still have to pay for the upkeep of the car. Brakes, tires, wipers, fluids, etc. Stop! Transmission, not your car.
Thanks, good-looking genius.
You're welcome, ma'am. Broadway Transmission. We'll get your shift together and save you all that dough. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
If you are facing retirement decisions, Smith, Mayer & Little Wealth Advisory Group can develop a customized retirement income plan. As specialists in retirement planning, we will guide you on Social Security benefits, 401k and retirement plan rollovers, pension choices, and distribution options. We can explain employer benefit plans and retirement systems such as PESERS and TIAA-CREF. Smith, Mayer & Little, a wealth of knowledge about wealth. Get to know us over a cup of coffee or visit us at financialjava.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Local sports on WOYK are brought to you by Maple Donuts, York's great-tasting family tradition.
Hi, I'm Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Catch Sixers basketball all season on Sports Radio, 1350 WOYK, first in York, first in sports.
Of the 8th, Andrew Johnston stays in. Jared Mitchell leads it off. 4-1 York. First pitch is hit high in the air at short. Martinez backs out a couple steps, still drifting with it, and makes a one-hand grab out to his side. No, 1 pitch out. Highland Piguero has gone to the Revs bullpen mound to loosen for the 9th inning. If they don't add on here, he'll be going for his first save with York. They have 3-4-5 due up. They were going to avoid Grant Sides tonight after he pitched last night. He is one of probably 3 that are unavailable tonight. Here's Cuevas, who's 0 for 3. Johnston sets, fires, and a breaking ball misses high. 4-1 the lead. Revs scored in the second on a Dent 2-out RBI double. Road Warriors tied it in the next half inning on an error. That's all that Pat McCoy allowed in 7. Pitch is swung on and missed, a slider. It stayed 1-1 as we played the early and middle innings through rain. Stayed 1-1 until the 6th when Dotel led off with a double, scored on a Mitchell single. And then in the 7th, Casilla the 2-out 2-run single to add on. Pitch. And a ground ball just foul past the bag at third. This took aim at extra bases, 1 and 2. Pugliese in for McCoy. Terrific 8th inning in his Revs debut, and that's where we are now tonight. 4-1 York. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Around the league, Summer set up 7-1 in Lancaster, now in the 7th on our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard. Sugarland up 4-3 in the 8th at Long Island. Pitch to Cuevas is down and away. It's 2-2. And New Britain, after beating Southern Maryland 5-2, game 1 of a doubleheader. No score in the first inning in game 2. Pitch, look out. High and tight, changeup slipped. Cuevas has to hit the dirt. Full count now. They'll give him a moment to brush himself off. Bill Worthington will brush the plate. Revs trying to win their third in a row. Season high winning streak is 4. Pitch to Cuevas. He rips it at third. Backhanded by Pierre. Plants along the chalk. And the long throw to first gets him. Cuevas runs through the bag with his hands to his side, looking up at the sky like, again. And he hit that ball hard, but it goes for out number 2.
Baseball guy's not helping out Jose there. Just when I'm sure he's thinking that his good fortune's continuing to come through, and he scorches the ball there. Pierre just made a nice play on it.
And now Michael Burgess, ball loose from the Revs bullpen coming in. Burgess 0 for 2 with a walk and a run tonight. Revs won 4 in a row in early May. And they've had 3 three-game win streaks. Here's a swing and a tap foul, first base side, looking for their 4th 3-game winning streak tonight and their 5th of 3 or more. Tomorrow night, finale against the Road Warriors at 6:30. Joe Van Meter against Felix Baez. It's a Rudders game. Tickets at YorkRevolution.com. Now, ball somehow, I guess it went off Luis Cruz catching in the bullpen, went all the way out into right field. It's a time called again. Peguero's working on that dirt pitch down there.
Well, whatever gets the guys out.
And now we're set. Johnston ready. 0-1. They want it high, and Burgess starts the hands, stopped, appeal to third, confirming that. It's a ball and a strike. Escobar was almost standing, trying to set up that high target. He's had a couple of funky setups tonight. One early in the game where he was way off the plate with 2 strikes. Pitch, and a swing and a miss on a sinker down and away. 1-2. Revs a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Tomorrow night, Sugarland comes in for the weekend. Ag and Farm night Saturday night. Here's the stretch, the pitch. Changeup stays high. 2-2. Another ball loose. Coming in toward the plate.
Dirt pitch again from Peguero.
Yeah, I wonder what the sign for that is.
Just pat the ground in front of you.
Well, somehow we've gotten to the 8th inning tonight uninterrupted. There's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. High fast, or actually a high changeup gets him. And a 1-2-3-8 for Andrew Johnston. He goes an inning and a third. He's kind of looking down at his fingers as he walks off. Wonder if he's got a blister bothering him, but wouldn't have known at that inning. Going to the 9th. Revs looking for a 3rd straight win. It's York 4, the Road Warriors 1.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300, 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
Hi, this is Dan Patrick. Join me weekday mornings at 9 on Sports Radio 1350 WOYK.
It is Junior Rincon who comes in as we go to the 9th inning. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. They told us Peguero, but he might have been up for the 8th if Pugliese needed any assistance. Either that or just a miscue. But it is Rincon as we start the 9th. Obviously, he's got the experience in the 9th inning this year. 7 saves, .257 ERA in 20 outings. And he'll face Geraldo Valentin. Rincon's toughest outing was against the Road Warriors in early May. First pitch, a fastball. It's a called strike. 94 on the gun. 3-4-5 due up. The man that homered off of him in May no longer with the team. There's the 0-1. And a swing and a drive in right center, but Witherspoon was right there, drifting over. He's got it. Well over toward right field, but that's where Spooney had him played. And one quick out to begin the 9th.
Fletch and the staff do a great job with those spray charts, looking at them for opposing teams, and then the Revs coaches really as a unit helping position the outfielders, infielders too, but mainly the outfielders, and it's usually spoon shaded one way or the other. They do a great job digging into the data and having guys in the right spot.
Here's Jose Ruiz. Fastball missed in tight. He is 1 for 3 tonight. It was A.J. Jimenez who hurt Rincon with a home run back on May 2nd. The 1-0 and a line drive to center base hit. Ruiz with a bullet. Witherspoon over to cut it off. It'll be a 1-out single. Rincon, his last 16 outings, and I hate to even bring up the one in early May, but it sets the stage for us to share how good he's been since. His last 16 outings, 17 innings, and just 2 runs given up.
He's been really good, and it's part of the reason why this Revs team has been able to lock down so many close wins late in games, is because he figured things out after that one start, or that one outing where it was pretty rough.
Here's Pierre. He swings, fouls the first one back, attacking, but fouling it off at 93.
Well, between Rincon and Grandside, you can put them up against any setup closer combo in the league, really, and take your chances with them. Both have been excellent, and both have closer stuff. Both have the ability to set up the closer.
There's the 0-1. It missed outside, 94. That's been a formula that the Revs have had in different combinations over the years. Those two this season. Rincon now, the 1-1. And a ground ball to short. Dent to his right, goes to his knees, tosses to second. They turn it. Game over. A spectacular double play to end it. 6-4-3 on the Revs' 4th double play turn of the night. And they do win their 3rd in a row, their 5th winning streak of 3 games or more here in this first half. 3 in a row to start this homestand, and it's a 4-1 win over the Road Warriors here tonight.
That's how you end a ball game. A hot shot right at Dent. I mean, what can't he handle out at shortstop? He's excellent being able to spin. Casilla looked really sharp all night around the second base bag, flipping to second, so he looks healthy. Those two were great tonight, helping start 2 double plays in the 8th and 9th, one each respectively. And that's just a good win for the Revs. You can't win it in a blowout every night. You can't hit the cover off the ball, rely on a multi-homer game from your team every night. They went out there, got a great start from Pat McCoy. He was fantastic. That's just a good all-around win right there. That's a team win in a close game.
Pat McCoy, his first win with the Revs. He earned it. Rincon with his 8th save. And that ball ripped to Dent's right, but he got in front of it. Fell to his knees to spin around and get the angle for the throw from the ground. And Casilla, the quick turn right on the money. 4 double plays turned tonight, 3 on the ground. Between those two in the middle infield. And the Revs, another big win. 4-1 the final score. And post-game show follows next.
You'll always hit it out of the park with great Best Yet products from your neighborhood SureSave stores. Like party platters with $18.93 deli items. Team up Best Yet hot dogs with Best Yet kettle cooked chips. And get Best Yet 12 packs of soda and Best Yet Rising Crust pizzas at Sauble's Markets in Shrewsbury, Stewartstown, Whiteford, and York. And at Nell's Market Fresh Foods in Spry.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
York Revolution's 8th annual Ag and Farm Night presented by BB&T is Saturday, June 23rd, featuring post-game fireworks presented by the Allied Milk Producers. Interactive games include a cow milking contest between teams, watermelon crawl, and corn shucking. Be sure to sign up for our adult and youth ice cream eating contest courtesy of Yingling's Ice Cream. Fundraising tickets to benefit the York County Ag Business Council are available at yorkrevolution.com under groups, then group theme nights. Ag and Farm Night presented by BB&T, Saturday, June 23rd at People's Bank Park.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York